All right. All right, so the stream should be going up now. Just gonna give it a few seconds to... All right, so the stream should be... You shut up. Sorry, I was talking to myself there, not any of you in the chat. How's it going, everyone? Okay. All my windows are set up. Alright, so hey there everyone, and welcome to Corey Loses, where today we are going to be playing the rest of the Back to War GC. Unfortunately, the GC setup that I thought had been finished, or was definitely finished, we had some issues that I talked about a bit last time where all the planets past here for Zinj are cut off, and I'm not sure what's cut off over here. I don't think anything's actually cut off for the Imperial territory, but I figured this would be a good opportunity to just play through the rest of the GC live. We'll get some questions going because I think we've killed a lot of the Imperial forces here, and there's a lot of work that I want to get done on the next GC before we get started on that. So there'll be a little while where we're not doing a proper playthrough, but I will still have some other Thrawn's Revenge content coming on the channel, which we will talk about. I'll put that up on the channel when it's all going. But so yeah, just if you guys have any questions, that's essentially why I'm doing it this way. We're going to be looking at the chat. I'm going to get all my heroes killed first, so that's a good point. Just to...
Moving into position.
We'll keep Akbar alive for now. But yeah, so first question. This is close to being finished. We're... sorry. The main thing we're working on is still the GC setup, but there's one or two other models that we need to do as well. We need to finish the Intego, and I don't remember off the top of my head, but the main thing really is just the GC setup and all the story stuff around that. But yeah, so it's all going pretty well. We've got a lot of the setup done. Pox has figured out a different way to handle all of the jump-in script stuff. There's still a bug we're working out with that, but yeah. So the way we've been doing it recently is we've started putting out pairs of GCs to the testers, and we're going to be picking one or two new testers with every pair we put out, and then that way it'll take less time to actually go through the testing phase when we get to like the peer testing phase. So we're getting a lot of that testing done during development.
We have been defeated.
So there. That's for everyone who likes to comment about me getting my heroes killed. That's how much I care about my heroes. But yeah, so
started. Construction complete.
So that's basically how that's going. Pox is finished with a lot of his stuff. He was going to be... I think we just need to do the World Devastator abilities as far as new Lua functions. We'll have the new video for the raid, or not raid, for the boarding stuff up fairly soon. But yeah, so the new way to handle Z-layer stuff should all be in the next GC. So as you say there, that will... It looks like it's going to be the Pentastar alignment. The poll I'm going to keep open until the end of the weekend, but it should be in the description of this stream, as well as all the videos we've done in this playthrough if you haven't voted yet. But the Pentastar alignment is at 100 votes, so I'm going to start working on their stuff this weekend to finish getting that GC set up, which was... honestly, that works out a bit better, because there's not as much story stuff that I'd feel the need to get done for them, but it... still should be a fair amount of... It should be a pretty long GC, a pretty long playthrough, because they have some of the least territory, and it's like 100 planets, so it'll be a while. But yeah, so the boarding script, the boarding ability rather, is going to be one of the next things we show off. We're still working on some... there'll be some AI changes in the presumably... I'm going to just call it the PA playthrough, because it seems pretty certain that it's going to be the Pentastar alignment. So I'll put up a video with the ship list for the patrons, and I guess YouTube now has this sponsor thing, so I'm gonna put that with the same rules as the patrons at the same level for ship names. So anyone who's not on Patreon but is on the YouTube thing, they can have ships as well. And I'm still planning I'm still working out all the plans for that challenge mode I've been talking about a lot. So I'm thinking I'll get some work done on that. Can we lose Akbar this battle? I don't know. Yeah, I think we can. Okay, perfect. So we'll leave that open a little bit. Akbar, you're too close to safety. You need to move up a little bit. But I'm not going to say too much about the boarding thing right now. You can capture ships, you can't capture heroes, you can't... I don't think we're going to have it be able to capture SSDs. But I'll talk about more of that in the actual video for it, because it will get its own standalone video like we've been doing for the other abilities. And then it'll probably be something where we make it a bit more complex in future releases, but for now, we're pretty happy with how it's working. And it'll be something that's more common in like the New Republic and other factions.
What do you suggest?
Oh, come on. I had a nice plate of fish for you there and you just passed it up.
Ready for command.
There we go. How do you get the Katana Dreadnoughts? If you're in the Thrawn campaign, the GC, then once you capture, I think it's Merkur as the New Republic, and I want to say Pantalaman as the Imperial Remnant, you'll get a new hero and they'll tell you what to do.
Moving out.
Okay, so we're kind of low on vehicles still. The thing that really sucks here is I'm not going to be able to get Booster killed again. Like, we already got him killed once, so I feel okay about it. But he's kind of stuck over there, so...
Enlisting soldiers.
T4B ready.
Vehicle in
We need
production.
more RAFs. We need the RAF.
Vehicle in production.
Some snow speeders from there.
Unit in
Some
production.
T2Bs from there. Get you over here.
Ready for
Construction
combat.
complete.
Construction complete.
Let's get a heavy tracker.
Vehicle
And
cancelled.
some T3Bs. I thought we had another plan. Yes, we did.
Unit in production.
Perfect.
Reporting. Right away, sir.
There was part of me that was thinking about
On my way.
getting the PA heroes killed at the start of the next playthrough. Like, first episode, just group them all and get them killed, but I'm not going to do it.
Destination acquired.
A Moff ship?
T2B over. Ready for combat.
Or we have other stuff.
Course plotted.
There, Anthony?
T4B ready.
I'm
Right away.
not sure what you mean by the Moff ship. They're already up to 3 buildings here.
Ready for combat. Navigating to coordinates.
I kind of want to get one of the flying Gallifreys. Well,
Construction complete.
Vehicle cancelled. Vehicle cancelled.
shouldn't have canceled the other one.
Reporting in.
Unit in production.
In Art of War, it's not that hard to get King killed.
Moving to coordinates. T2B over.
Harder than other heroes, but I can manage it.
T2B over.
Killing my heroes is my specialty, as Obi-Wan says.
Acknowledged.
Maybe I'll just try to keep them alive as long as possible. Next playthrough. It's going to be tough, though, because we've never had... Well, we have had all the AI factions active before, but there haven't been as many factions and
Invasion commencing.
as many controls to make it as hard as it's going to be for the PA. Because you're not, like, I'm not going to start with Kane. He's going to be still off doing the Pentastar talks. We don't plan to add an interdictor for the New Republic to build. Yes. They do have that hero they can get, and SSDs have destructible engines now, so they can't retreat in the same way that they could before. And also, since you can capture enemy units, you can capture some interdictors yourself if that's ultimately what you want.
Acknowledged. T2B over. On it, sir. Ready.
I don't know how much of the AI work will be done by the time I start the PA playthrough. It probably won't be for another 2 weeks or something. And it looks like I'm actually going to Scotland for a week in November, towards the end of the month. So there'll be a week where I'm pre-recording the episodes as well. But like, as much as I called my Ottawa trip a vacation, I was going to my apartment to move out of it. So it wasn't really a vacation. I've never been on a real vacation. Actually, that's not true. I went to Disneyland when I was 7, so I'm a liar. Oh, yeah. I don't think they ever said what the Moff ship thing was. We don't have any plans to touch the whole Trioculus thing at the moment. Like, we're probably going to put some of those heroes on Kessel and have them be part of the main Empire, but
proceeding.
We won't. I doubt we'll ever turn it into a big deal in the mod.
Reinforcements en route.
Yeah, Terrell, this is 2.2.
Armed and ready. T2B, copy.
I think the thing was over here.
There they are.
Yes, there we go. So we need to do that first.
Armed and ready. Right away. Reporting in.
Oh, thanks, Glaklish. I'm sorry, I have no idea how to say that.
What are your orders? Target acquired.
No, we don't plan on doing a mod set in the new timeline.
Awaiting orders. Copy. Heading out.
There's not really much in that, and there's already way more stuff than we'd ever be able to cover in Legends that we'd want to cover.
Let's go.
And again, the new canon isn't as deeply developed as the Legends universe is.
This way.
Like, if we were to start a whole new project, I'd much rather do like to the Old Republic or something like that.
Weapons armed. I'll follow your lead. Moving to attack. I copy.
I don't know that Farseer dropped Campaign Commander, but he was... I think he just decided to focus on... Well, he was gone for a few years, and then he decided to work on Rise of the Mandalorians. And I don't know if he plans on going back to Campaign Commander after he finishes this build of Rise of the Mandalorians.
Moving out.
But, maybe I'll talk to him about that and see if he plans on doing
right
it.
Away. Copy that. Heading out.
Like, I went to Disney. Going. Is it Disneyland or Disney World in Florida? I think it's Disneyland. I went to that one. I went to Florida, Orlando, and it was Halloween.
Acknowledged.
I think I was 7. It was 1999.
Destination set. Attack.
And there was a tornado or something.
Open fire.
Hurricane.
Attack that target. Proceeding. On my way.
So we ended up like crouched in our hotel room.
As you wish. Right away. Providing backup.
Is it Disney World? Okay.
Copy that. Covering out. Going.
The other thing with that is I was terrified of rides, so I don't think I even went on anything. I just did like the story related, like the Disney movie related stuff. Like, I got a toy signed by people dressed up as Woody and Buzz, because I was a huge fan of Toy Story.
Evasive maneuvers. Destination set. Providing cover. On my way. Moving out.
Like, I don't know if I'd be able to tell anyone what he says, but I kind of want to know if he plans on doing more with Campaign Commander. Because there were some models that I made for it that I know were in the mod, that weren't in the release build, because like I made an elephant, and I think there were pictures posted of that even.
Copy that.
And I know there was stuff that he did that hadn't been posted. And I really just want to have some like great chopper bike things. Really, I'd love to do a GC in a Halo mod that has ground in space. But hopefully, Covenant War isn't too bad. That'll at least have GC with a space command.
Let's go.
That was what, 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth was that thing.
Keep going.
So I think just gotta track this stuff down. Did I pass a sensor array in the last time we did this battle?
Acknowledged. Fire at will. Attacking. Destination set. Proceeding.
Reinforcement
On my
point
way.
contested.
Advance. Moving out.
Reinforcement point
As you wish.
contested.
I think I was working on
We've
Copy
captured
that.
an abandoned
the
heavy vehicle
last thing
factory.
that Farseer asked me to work on for that was
Heading out.
it
Going. En route.
Forward!
Let's go.
was actually a UNSC frigate, I think.
Destroyed.
ready. Swamp speed
I never
reporting.
finished it, but
Transport here.
like there was a point at
way.
which he
Right
was
away.
intending to do
Over there.
Guarding
space
the
as
rear.
well.
Acknowledged.
Moving into position.
Destination set.
Moving out.
Proceeding.
Right
On my
away,
way.
sir.
Moving out.
Heading out.
As you wish.
Fall
Right
out,
away. Copy
troops.
that. Heading out.
We
Going.
can cover you.
En route.
But yeah, my old roommate
Let's go.
from the last 2 years of university,
Move out.
This way.
she went to teach in Hong
You are
Kong
victorious.
all last year. So after we lived together, I got my own place in Ottawa, the apartment that I was just at to move my stuff out of.
System
She went to Hong
conflict.
Kong, and so she's been gone for the year, and now her and her boyfriend
You'll be over.
just got an apartment in Glasgow because he's from Scotland. And so if I go for a week, I get a free hotel, and I don't think that's ever going to happen again in the UK for me. I mean, I guess I could live with Slorny for a week. I haven't asked him, but I'm sure Slorny would let me stay there. I wouldn't even tell him ahead of time, or I wouldn't tell him to do anything. But I think this I already know will work. Hey there, Dustin. Yeah, it's been a while since you've been able to make any of the streams. I think since it was like early summer. Hey, Garrett. Alright, so I guess we're going for Fondor next.
Over.
Moving to coordinates.
I told Gull and Bane as well. So if I manage to get from Glasgow to London, then I might be able to see them as well.
Tactical battle imminent.
Ooh, look. I'm kind of... I don't know why they never built up the shipyard here. Oh, there's something cool I want to... Well, I think it's cool. I'm gonna try to remember to talk about it after the battle. But I always forget when I'm gonna do that stuff, so... Somebody remind me. None of you will care at all.
Moving out.
I do want to...
Heading out. Decrease to full throttle.
I do want to talk about... Like, the stuff that I find interesting in this game is probably totally different from the stuff that literally anyone else cares about. So...
Move out.
It's going to be more of a me thing. But I want to talk about it anyways.
Keep going.
So if anyone can remind me and make sure that I can indulge myself in
The
that.
enemy is approaching.
So...
Ready for command.
Order acknowledged.
Over there.
Okay, top tier strategy. Akbar, you can solo this.
Standing by. Divert all power to shields.
I'm hit. They've got us targeted. Squad, I need
Alright,
help. Hey, wait.
come on Akbar.
Reporting in.
You got this.
I got one on me. I've lost power.
Choose your reinforcements.
I think we're safe to jump in on the other side and be...
See it. I can't hold out.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Let's move out.
Watch your six. Where are you?
Let's go.
I can't take another hit like that. Hold on.
Order confirmed.
Yeah, I think we can be pretty safe in assuming Akbar is going to die there.
I can't see it. Enemy fighters on me. Rendezvous. Enemy fighters incoming. I'm under attack.
There we go.
Form up.
They've got us targeted.
Waiting orders.
There's a lot of TIE defenders here. They are standing by.
Cannons have been disabled. Target the heavy guns. Copy.
Choose
I don't know
your
if
reinforcements.
we'll be able to do much against the TIE defenders.
Stay out here. Shields are down. No good. I can't take another hit like that.
Y wing standing by.
Transfer all power to shield.
Help!
Acknowledge.
Enemy fighter incoming. Losing my engine.
I've got one on me.
Squadron, advance.
Getting short of power.
Choose your reinforcements.
It's not really it's sort of a technical detail, but it won't really tell you how to do anything with the game. It gives you some information that you wouldn't have otherwise.
Yes, Commander. We've lost the primary
Okay, there we go.
system.
Akbar did not survive the campaign.
I've got one on me. I've got one on me. I've
Ready.
got one on me. Let's go.
Fire.
I've gotten every hero killed.
By.
Mission accomplished. I can sleep well tonight.
Choose your reinforcements.
Can't see it.
Take another hit like that.
Taking focal orders.
Cover me.
Orders
Maximum unit capacity.
Ready to commence.
Enemy fighters on me.
I'm in range. Need help. Resistance.
Malfunctioning.
Scratch one.
Weapons
Enemy
charged.
fighters incoming.
I'm losing power.
It's not that I want to kill them off, it's that other people so strongly want me to not kill them off. And it's
I need help.
it's pretty fantastic just how much people get attached to my heroes.
On me. 3-2 full throttle.
Where they're more concerned for the well-being of my heroes than my feelings if they insult me for losing my heroes.
Mon Calamari.
But anyways, since I have several of you here right now, for the challenge mode I was talking about, so what I'm currently thinking about for it is, because I do want to have different tiers of stuff just for the patrons, just so there's, like, because otherwise people would all want to be heroes and stuff. So I was thinking what I would do is have the different tiers for Patreon be used for different types of heroes, and maybe class super ships in with that. And then everything else, I'd make it so anyone who comments on the video asking for the ships, I'd put that in a randomizer and assign them to, like, people could post their name, the name they want the ship to have, and also the faction they want it to come from. And then they get assigned a ship from that faction. Just because otherwise it seems like everyone would pick like a capital ship or something. There'd be so few. There'd be no real way to make it that people, so that we have any frigates for the playthrough or any ground units or something. So I was thinking randomize it between all the ground and space units available, and I'd sort of weight it by the by how prominent they should be in the thing. So that's like 60-40 frigates to capitals or something. The alternative to that is have a sign-up limit for all possible ships and units. But the thing is, I'm not sure how many people would want to take part in it, or how many units is too many units to make it a like an actual challenge. So, however, like, I'm still, like, this is just something that I'm sort of still spitballing and brainstorming about. So if anyone has any suggestions along those lines, or if you think like that would be a good idea, that would be a good way to manage it, then I'd be happy to hear it. Because like it seems like some people would be disappointed to get assigned an infantry squad or something, but we do need infantry. And like I can't have, as much as I want to give everyone the exact ship they'd like, if I get 700 ISDs, then it's too easy. And like, also it would just be the names get assigned to the ships, and then I'd still have to pay the right amount to build them. So the heroes I'd get for capturing planets, or I'd start off with some of them, and then everything else I'd have to build myself. It's just they come from that, the same way that I had to do with the patrons for this playthrough.
Got one.
But yeah, so that's basically what I'm thinking right now. And then I have to complete the GC with I only having access to the units that people signed up for. So if there's like 700 people that comment wanting to be a ship or a unit or something, then I'm probably in much better shape than if there's 100. But considering there was like 100 votes for the Awakening of the Rebellion thing, even just taking into account the patrons, usually there's about 10 to 20, or I say usually, we've only done it twice, but there's 10 to 20 people who sign up for that. So I think that'd be a good way to do it. I know a lot of you are just discussing it right now, but don't put it in this video's chat box if that's what you want. I'm gonna put a specific video up asking for people to put their ship names in when I have it sorted out, because this probably won't be for a little while. I still have to work out all the details for it, and it'll probably be sometime after we do the PA playthrough. And the other thing is, with the YouTube chat box, there's no like easy way to find all the comments. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to buy Train Lover. I wouldn't be able to buy any of the non-named ships. So I'd make them inaccessible. The only like MC80Bs I'd have access to are the ones that people got assigned or people signed up for. And then I have to complete the GC. It'd be sort of like a from the ground up style GC. I don't know if it'd be from the ground up specifically, but while I would technically be playing as a faction, I'd have it. It wouldn't really be any specific faction. Like I'd let people sign up for whichever kind of ship they wanted. So like if people like the PA ships, then they can say like, I want my ship to be named this, and I want it to be a PA ship or a PA unit, and then it'll all be that kind of thing. Like, it'll still say that I'm the New Republic, or I might even just code in a new faction and call it the Corey faction or something. Corey's Losers.
Yes, Commander.
We've got them on the run.
Affirmative.
Like technically I'd have a faction with pretty much every ship in the game, but no matter what I do, I'm only going to be limited to the ships that people sign up for. So it's the difference between people being only able to sign up for like 70 MC80Bs or letting people have the choice between the MC80Bs, the ISDs, Phalanx, Syndic. So it'll mean I have a slightly more diverse fleet, but I'd still be essentially limited to whatever is available at the point. And the other problem with that is I'd only have the option to build whichever ones are going to show up in the build bar at that point. So I'd have to arrange it in a way that sort of makes sense. But the other part of the challenge would be that I can only work with whatever I can both afford, finish building, and fits on the build bar for those planets. But anyways, so what I was talking about before is, like, you see how we have this here for all the planet lists, or for all the structure lists? So you have selected planet Coruscant, in orbit, :2, 2 of them. And it's colored the same way the faction is. So as you can see here, in most GC maps, there are most planets that you can't actually see who owns them. But what I didn't realize is that if you're clicking on these planets, it's actually still technically selecting them. It's just a graphical thing. But it means with the new thing up there, you can actually see who owns the planet. Which I like. Ideally people would always know who controls what planets, which to me it just makes it more interesting. It's not going to make it unfair. And I've always sort of been curious when I'm playing, like, oh, how far is this faction? And now you can actually figure it out. Which, like, literally no one else probably cares about that. But when I found out that that was how that worked, I've been very happy about this for like a week now. And that's my life. Yeah, so Bob, I don't know if this information is useful to you, or you might already know, but the other thing that Pox figured out was that when a battle starts, the game automatically selects the planet where the battle is taking place. So that makes it a lot easier to script certain things as well. Oh yeah, I'll definitely be a hero in the thing as well. But anyway, now that all that interesting information is out of the way,
Right away, sir.
Adjusting navicomputer.
So yeah, with this GC ending, I'm probably going to be doing the Awakening Rebellion playthrough a little more regularly. I'm not sure what I'm going to do when that's over. Like, I don't know if everyone would want to see me do the Black Sun again, because we did that fairly recently. But I'm probably going to play through that off screen if I don't do it for the channel, just because they would want. I'm technically a tester, and there's still some information I need to figure out for them. But I do want to do the Covenant War playthrough, and I should probably do a Rise of the Mandalorians playthrough at some point. Anyways.
Adjusting navicomputer.
Maybe you can make a custom fleet and ground commander. So yeah, the patrons, I've pretty much figured the patron supporters would be heroes for the playthrough, and the difference there is that they'd also be able to submit an icon that they want for their ships. And like the thing there is that I was thinking about doing that for everyone, but then I'd be making like 7,000 icons, and I would probably kill myself. So. No, I haven't done. Oh, yeah, I haven't. I don't think I've ever played Phoenix Rising for the channel either. No, I definitely haven't. But another option. I think what I might do then is either Black Sun or Covenant War, and then Phoenix Rising. Yeah, I can raid with the Nar Ground thing. Yeah, that'd be great, Bob. I want to do that.
Invasion commencing.
I'm not sure with Rise of the Mandalorians. I'm kind of waiting for the new build, but
the enemy has been spotted. Ready to roll. Heading out.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I need to write this down for the
enemy base shields up. We've secured a build pad.
Right, let's just get that there.
Choose your reinforcements. Reinforcements
adjusting navigation. Destination received.
Seems like a good place for some artillery.
Turret
awaiting orders.
Which one, Django? Oh no, yeah, Rise of the Mandalorians is definitely getting a new build. Farseer is still active.
Yes, sir.
Construction
Engines
complete.
primed. Reporting.
Copy. Right away.
All right, men, take cover.
This is. What are you shooting?
Construction
The
complete.
stormtroopers? Are you drunk?
Moving ahead. Will do.
Oh,
Heading out.
get out of here.
I copy. I've got him in my sight.
Farseer was gone for. I'm pretty sure Farseer was inactive for a few years. And then I want to say
Right away, sir.
a couple years ago he came back to Rise of the Mandalorians and hopefully campaign commander after that, but who knows. I mean, it's been 4 years since the last Imperial Civil War build. We were technically here the whole time.
Choose your
So
reinforcements.
T4B.
it's just we were working on Ascendancy for
T4B.
quite some time, and we weren't sure exactly where we were going with 2.2. So
Moving into position. Right away, sir.
Providing backup.
Underway.
Marcel, you need to
Spearheading assault.
you need to buy it from either GOG or Steam, ideally, and then you can play it like any other Steam game.
Almost there.
Let's go.
Heading out. Right away. Moving out. Heading out, sir.
Support ready. Armor
You
ready.
should get out of here.
Give me the shot.
Oh, let's see, ROM doesn't work. Well, the mod should work with any version of EAW.
Fire! Fall out, troops. Let's move out. Let's go.
Like, we weren't
Ready.
sure.
Checking sector.
what direction we're going to go in with 2.2 for quite some time. It would probably not until the end of 2015 that we really started working on
Keep going.
what is currently the
Over there.
plan for
Artillery
2.2.
online.
So
Bombing run available. Choose your reinforcements at
Right away.
maximum unit capacity.
Your orders.
I copy.
Right. Open fire. I've got him in my
I'm working on an asserter model because I was doing it for something else, and I'm mostly done it.
4B mobile.
So it
Assisting
wouldn't be
suppressive
impossible to see the asserter end up in the mod at some point.
Fire at will.
But the Conqueror was destroyed before the mod takes place, so that would never make it in.
Unit destroyed.
Targeting. Waiting order.
The Steam Workshop for EAW pretty much destroyed my Steam notifications and my friends list. Don't care about those things.
Reporting.
Let's move out.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting shot? You are getting shot. No, 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 no.
Unit destroyed.
I copy, sir. Fire. Entering battle.
Well, they went flying.
Unit
Yes, Commander.
destroyed.
Spread out, men. Avoiding fire.
We've secured a landing zone.
Oh.
I copy.
Choose your reinforcements.
Course plotted.
I guess I'll have to handle that properly.
Computer. Course.
Individual units cause too many problems with deploy times, with the AI, with
Ready to roll.
issuing orders.
Yes, sir.
Pretty much
Roger
it's
that.
not an ideal
Course
situation
plotted.
for anything, but... So there.
Form up. Awaiting orders. Adjusting
I own a
navigator.
copy of the disc version. I don't have the disc gold pack. I have the disc, like the original Empire at War release and then the original Forces of Corruption disc release. I own the GOG version because I needed to buy it to make that installation tutorial video the second time, because people kept saying, oh, this isn't... But I said in the original video when I did the installation instructions, if you have the GOG video, the GOG version, it'll be the exact same, only you... the Forces of Corruption folder will be called EAWX. And they're like, oh my god, my folder name's something else. This is terrible.
Heading out.
Dislike. But,
Fall
like,
out,
okay,
troops.
fine. So
Yes,
I just
Commander.
bought the game to do it again.
Over there. Right away.
And so
Fire
now
support
I
ready. Assault.
We've got your back.
have that one.
Defense
And
assault.
then when I built this computer, because I don't have a disk drive, I bought the Steam version. So I've paid like
Fire.
probably $10,000 for EAW in various versions so
Right
far.
away. Providing
That's not in any way an
We've
over-exaggeration.
secured a build
It's
pad.
just
back up
Fall out,
here.
troops.
basic math.
Unit destroyed.
Open fire.
Unit
Attack that target.
destroyed.
Weapons ready. Attacking target.
Wait,
Fire at
there we
will.
go.
Assisting with suppressive fire.
Let's go. Attacking. Keep going. This way. Providing cover. Targeting. Over there. Support ready. Mobile. Moving into position. On it, sir. We've got them on the run.
It definitely won't get a new model for 2.2. I don't know if it would even get a model for 2.3.
Constructing.
A
Building
lot of the
under
ground models
construction.
aren't super high on the priority list. Like, we already want to do all of the Empire of the Hand ground models again for 2.3. So I
Constructing.
don't know what would really make the cut for that.
T2B over.
It's pretty much impossible
Beginning
to
construction.
say a release date, Peter. Even estimating, like, it might be this year, it might not. But we're not trying to withhold information with that. We literally just have no basis to say either way.
Right away.
I mean, the plan is for there to be a 2.3, but we never planned for there to be a
Adjusting
1.2, a
now,
1.3, a 2.0, a 2.1, or a
complete.
2.2. So the one time that we've decided, you know what, let's actually do another version, it could very well end up being the last one.
Consider it done. Underway.
Actually go
Right
this
away.
way, because I do want to send this thing,
Construction complete.
the real core, up to Borleus. It should be Mirex Tarek. Like, the end game for the story isn't 100% done yet, but that's what it'll be when it's done. Will be
Course
Mirex.
plotted.
And I don't know if the rewards for beating the GC are in yet. I don't think so, because we didn't do the effects of the virus in the first place, or yet. Well, it's not even so much about adding stuff in a lot of cases. There's a lot of stuff that we'd like to redo or flesh out better, but it all depends on resources at the time. There's still a few things we'd like to add, but there's some factions that aren't just Imperial warlords that it'd be nice to do. Thanks. Not doing too bad. How are you? And thanks, Phantasm. Alright, this will be
Calling for me, sir. We're going in.
probably one of the bigger battles that are remaining.
Plotting course.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's jump in. I'm kind of worried for more TIE defenders standing by.
Let's move out. Moving.
The Vong are not going to be in 2.2 at all.
Let's go.
I mean, technically there's a Vong model
Order
in the mod.
confirmed. Coming
Enemy
Oh.
unit sighted.
I guess they're sort of in the mod.
right away.
Not in anything people would ever
Maximum
notice.
unit capacity.
Weapons armed.
Cruiser standing by.
Okay, please don't kill me, TIE defenders.
Responding. Ready to commence. Open fire on those laser cannons. Enemy fighters in range. Weapons charged.
English is fine, Peter.
Weapons operational.
I think one of the things that's messing with the AI right now is because we changed the behavior. We only took out the behavior for when there's special structures, and we left the behavior there. We just took out the thing that makes it actually go under. So I think it disables a lot of their activity overall on
Direct all fire on the
sorry,
iron cannon.
on the maps with that. Normally I'd turn my phone off for this, but
Getting torn apart!
Can't see him. I've been hit.
Lost power! Can anyone else see him? Where are you? I can't take another hit like that! Someone cover me!
All craft engaged.
Enemy fighters on me!
my mom's feeling a little bit shitty, so I left my phone on just in case she had to contact me.
Hit! They've got
Because
us
apparently
already.
when I'm streaming I can't hear anything that happens in the rest of the apartment.
Can anyone else see him? Where are you? I'm in a tight spot.
I've got one
I
on
can't
me.
take another hit like that.
But anyways, yeah, so sorry Anthony,
I've been hit.
the model, like the Vong model that's in the mod is actually an infantry model for the Vong themselves. Like there's an actual use on Vong model in the mod.
Can anyone else
It's super old too, actually. But maybe I'll show it at the end of the stream. I don't know. I might forget, and then I need to find it and everything. But anyways, yeah. So the Dreadnought, the model itself, was made by Creakin, and Creakin joined the mod about a month after we started, and I don't know why he ever would have wanted to join that point, because we were terrible. We had no idea what we were doing, and he was incredibly talented. He was going for trying to be a professional 3D artist, which he did some contract work, but then I think he ultimately switched to doing something else. So he made the Dreadnought model. He didn't make the skin, which is why the skin never looked good. But when we redo the Dreadnought, we want to do it more based off the Fractal Sponge style. But anyways, he made our Dreadnought, he made our Providence model. I think there was some other stuff that he made as well. But our Dreadnought and our Providence models have always been really good and just held down by terrible skins. So, thanks, Fiery Penguin.
Need help? They're on me. Try not to let one on your tail.
The thing with the TIE Defender lasers is they have so many of them. It's more about firing rate than anything. And it might also be a muzzle flash thing.
Shields are down. I've been hit. Try not to let one on your tail.
We've lost the primary drive system. I can't take another hit like that.
Alright, start with that. Okay, so we've got this fleet mostly done.
All craft engaged. I'm in a tight
You're still alive. Let's get in here.
They've got us targeted. Squad, I need help.
Swinging around.
Our ion cannons are gone. The ion cannons have been disabled.
We're too close.
Our engines are down. They've taken out our turbo lasers.
I didn't know Mike was... Actually, maybe I did know Mike was part of the ICW team. That whole first generation of Empire War mods pretty much died at the same time. Penguin, actually I do... well, I've done it a few times where I do some community matches with viewers on both Into the Solar Empire and Empire at War. I think we better... Yeah, I think we should retreat from this.
Jump to hyperspace.
And we'll come back, get our fighters refreshed, maybe with some TR-90s. But yeah, so I've done a few multiplayer streams in TR and in Sin of the Solar Empire, the Ascendancy mod we made. And I plan to do that more often. It's just this summer has been super messy for me. So I haven't been able to do it as much as I wanted to. Let's get this built up.
Vehicle in production.
Patron's back on the
Constructing unit.
field here.
Constructing unit.
Okay, so those are the only ones.
At your command. Right away.
Click the charts. What did they spend that money on? Their military's actually followed ours pretty closely.
At your command.
Construction complete.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Yeah, luckily we've never had any real issues within our team as far as that goes.
Engine to full.
We've only ever had one little bit of drama.
At your command.
We sorted out pretty quickly.
At your command.
That was years ago.
Fall out. Let's move out.
I mean, I'm pretty biased about what my favorite Empire War mod would be.
Imminent.
Okay, so turbo lasers. Yeah, I think we can do this. The other thing about asking for my opinion on Empire War mods other than TR is that I haven't played as much of the ones that I haven't been involved with,
On our way, sir.
partially
We've got your
because
back.
I didn't
Copy.
really spend that much
Let's
time
move
actually
out.
playing Empire
Let's
War
go.
mods in general. Before I made the computer that I'm currently using, which I made
Keep
in
going.
2015 or 2016, there
This
was like a
way.
4-year period, pretty much all throughout university, where I was essentially unable to run the game at all. So
On it, sir. Heading
we
out.
can't actually change the way the charts work, Yankee. But anyways, so yeah,
Almost
those work
there.
the exact
Come
same as
on,
the base
men.
game,
This way.
which is
I
why we
copy.
can't add the
Over
other
there.
factions in.
sir.
But so my laptop wasn't really able to run
We
Empire
found
War very well.
Send reinforcement. Targeting enemy.
Unit destroyed.
That was
Adjusting
rude.
Navicomputer. Target in range.
So
Advance.
I didn't even. There were a few releases of TR where I didn't even play
Forward.
those beyond what was absolutely necessary for testing. So it wasn't so much playing it as just doing the basic testing.
Right away. Moving out.
And even before then, so
base is
the
under
first
attack.
release of
Main cannon.
TR was
Laser tower
in. Oh god.
Turbo laser tower
Proceeding with
destroyed.
Army troopers are just running all over us. Alright, we're not gonna win
Power
this.
generator
But
destroyed.
Before
System
2000,
command.
so 2010 is when 2.1 or 1.0 was released, and that is the
Let's go.
in 2000 toward the end of 2009
reporting.
we all had sort of stopped working, and so early 2010 we had actually killed off the mod. We'd stopped development entirely and just gone our separate ways. But it was summer of 2010 that we came back to finish 1.0, which is why 1.0 kind of sucked as much as it did. But for a few years there, we had been pretty much
Construction
burnt out on the
complete.
game as well. So in that period, none of us really played the mod that much either. So it's most of the time that I was modding AAW, I didn't really play or like the game, to be honest. Like when you
Orders, sir?
spend as much time working on and playing the game as we did, it's very easy to get burnt out on
Armed
it,
and ready.
especially through the
Head
frustrations of actually
Choose
having
your
to do that work.
reinforcements.
Heading for coordinates.
And like
Consider
sometimes
it done.
people can be very demanding,
Proceeding to location.
which
Copy.
the more you do this kind of thing, the more you're able to sort of filter what's legitimate feedback and what's just people being just kind of
Underway.
entitled.
Moving
But
into position. Moving out.
it kind of grates on you
On my way.
if you don't have that experience, if you don't have that
Right away.
perspective to know, like,
Heading
okay, this
out.
is a valid point of criticism, this is a
Right
valid
away.
idea or
Set up
suggestion,
their guns.
as opposed to
Ready
just
for
some
action.
jerk on the internet
Ready to
who
fire.
has no idea what they're talking about or
Yes,
just
sir.
wants to yell at someone over a keyboard because they had a
Moving
bad
out.
day or something.
Heading out.
So the more you do it,
Cancelled.
if
All out.
everything's not going like super well,
Let's move
then
out.
it's
Yes, Commander. Ready.
it's a lot harder to focus on the parts that you do enjoy
Standing by.
because you sort of have to go through that
Standing by.
muddle of
Where are you?
annoying crap.
Underway. All power to the engine.
I can't hold on.
Well, thank you, I appreciate that.
Cruiser responding.
Weapons ready.
And like 99% of people are great or fantastic or just silent, but it's that small subset of people who aren't that you end up focusing on. Like if you pass
Generators.
1,000 people in a day, you're not going to remember any of them. But that one guy who just like gets in your face and starts saying, "I hate you," you're going to remember that. And that's sort of what I'm talking about there.
Operational. I'm under attack.
Got one on me.
Like I think 2000.
I can't see him.
I guess it would have been 2011. My sister's fiance at the time
Anyone else see him?
died, and that's actually why we went from 1.0 to 1.2. We were working on 1.1, and then when that was happening, I spent like 6 months or something where I didn't work on the mod at all because I was mostly focusing on other stuff. And when I posted talking about it, saying, well, this is what happened, this is why I wasn't working on it, we're working on this now, or even just mentioning like the reason that 1.1 was being put off to work on 1.2, and that's why we just changed the version title. It just, there was one of the comments that I still remember like 7 years later saying, no one gives a fuck, and just basically insulting me for having someone die.
They've got us targeted. This is bad. Squad, I need help. Can anyone else see them? My sensors are malfunctioning. Shields are down. Weapons armed. Roger that. Where are you? I can't take another hit like that.
Alright, are these TIE defenders gonna let us win this time? That would be nice.
Forward.
I've been hit.
Fire.
I don't remember you being a dick, Callum,
Shields are down.
but apology accepted.
Someone cover me.
Shaq wanted to do a stream, like a Sin stream with
Ion cannons.
me, Gull, and Bane, and I messaged him a few days ago. We're still working out a time to do that, but I'm going to be doing some more videos with him coming up.
I'm hit. They've got us
Hey,
targeted.
Fitty.
Weapons
Squad, I
operational.
need help. Can anyone else see them?
Ready. Mon Calamari cruiser here. Mon Calamari
The reason I don't use power to shields as much is because I'm usually focusing on what I'm saying instead of what I'm doing.
Fire. Ready for command.
Choose your
Otherwise I end up half saying,
reinforcements.
like even
Our engines are down.
when I'm not playing games, I will just not finish my sentences, which is just a terrible, terrible trait to have as a YouTuber.
I can't take another hit
Because
like
people
that.
are not telepathic. As much as I may want them to be, they are not.
Attacking target.
Enemy fighters on me.
I copy.
Alright, yes, you can stop there. I don't think you're gonna...
Reporting.
Choose your
We've
reinforcements.
lost the primary drive system. Fire at will. Yes, sir. We've lost our turbo lasers.
Right, anyways,
Yes, Commander. Ready.
back to other stuff.
Looking for coordinates. They've taken out our turbo lasers.
They have disabled our lasers.
Cruiser standing by.
The goal is there, and then we can get,
Copy, sir. Moving into position.
you guys are probably safe to come back in and deal with some of these fighters now.
Moving out. Full speed.
Cruiser responding.
I mean, really my favorite part of the modding process is just the team I work with.
Ready to commence.
If
Weapons.
we all didn't like each other and get along,
The ion
or
cannon
if they all didn't
battery
like me,
Roger that.
then...
Ready to
Because a
fire.
lot of them haven't spoken to each other as much, but like none of us would be doing this as much as we do, or for as long as we have,
Firing
if
target.
Weapons operational.
we didn't enjoy that
Direct
aspect of it.
fire on the ion cannons. Ready. Firing.
Form up. Right away.
Okay, these TIE
Corvette moving
defenders
out.
are
On Calamari cruiser
really
here.
just making
On
life
Calamari
sad.
cruiser ready. We've lost our turbo laser.
We need these
Waiting
Corvettes
orders.
to get in here.
Attack commencing. Order confirmed. Heading out. Attack. Fall out.
Like other than that, like I've always liked
Open fire.
just the
Let's
feeling
move
of
out.
solving a problem.
Ready for command.
If there's
Copy.
something that's
Let's go.
really bothering
Attack
us,
that target.
the moment where you
Keep
actually
going.
figure out why the game was being stupid. I
This way.
don't really know
Over
much
there.
about that.
I
If
copy.
it's from
Attacking target.
Our engines are down.
the Clone Wars arc, then I haven't seen that. If it's from the newest episodes of Rebels, I haven't seen that
Disable those
either.
ion
Reporting.
cannons.
It's just the TIE defenders.
Armed and ready. Head full. Underway. Attacking.
Copy. I copy.
Right, let's
All
get in
craft
there
contact.
and bring in some of these guys.
We're on the move.
Reinforcements cancelled.
There we go.
Reinforcements en route. Choose your reinforcements.
Your orders.
I mean, the worst part of it is also when those problems come up that you can't solve, so it's
Reporting.
kind of a trade-off.
All craft engage.
Try and draw that formation.
Let's look around here.
Keep your eyes open for those fighters.
Yes, sir.
I've lost power. Loosen up. I got one on me.
Hold on.
Alright.
Take out their guns.
I'll try and draw their fire.
Still more TIE defenders over there.
Primary drive system. Your command, sir.
Target's coming in fast.
The ion cannons are our primary target.
They've
Taken out our turbo laser target as their missile launcher.
Yeah, you have to have either 3DS Max 6, 7, 8, or 9 to convert a model for Empire at War.
I've got him lined up.
Commencing attack. Awaiting your command.
Oh, look.
Choose your
Oh, there's
reinforcements.
stuff over here.
Yes, Commander. Enemies incoming. Yes, Commander.
I've got a problem. Waiting your orders. Targeting. Look out!
Ready. Destroy their shield generators.
They're falling back.
There we go. I think the only ships I lost there were just the patrons. So you can let's take a moment here, have a moment of silence for our patrons. We have Tyrant Spain, Relena, Rebel 2, Phoenix, Admiral Nemesis Knights, By Firelight, Indignant, Ironwill, and Jennifer. And let's take another moment to queue them back up.
Constructing unit in production. Constructing unit.
These are the perks that being a patron gets you. I can get you killed repeatedly.
Underway.
Alright, let's send you over to
At your
Borleas.
command.
So, we'll get the,
Mon
Tactical
Calamari
battle
cruiser ready.
imminent.
we'll get that finished. Hey, 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 hey. Can't. Excuse me, sir, I work here. Is our fleet even going to be able to do anything?
Affirmative.
Oh god, oh god.
Tactical battle
No.
imminent.
You're not supposed to get there. Now everyone knows that our dummy upgrade object is just a carrot cruiser.
Retreat in
Incoming!
progress.
Pox, this isn't a up-to-date build,
Tactical battle imminent.
so it may not. This build I haven't updated since like I branched it off when I started this playthrough. That's already how it basically works, E-Zone. He's one. If we made the fighters smaller, it would make them
Yes, Commander.
pretty much impossible
Moving
to
into
see.
position.
We don't want to go
Moving out.
that realistic with scaling.
All
They'd also be
power to the
just
engine.
terrible to click on.
On my way. Right away. Corvette moving
So
out.
the way the damage
Choose
particles in
your
Empire War work
reinforcements.
We've come across
is
enemy units.
they're set to being visible, and then when you tie them to a hard point,
Right away.
that makes them stop being
Ion
visible.
cannon firing.
And because the real core doesn't have any hard points, obviously, because it's not really a ship, it's
Maneuvering.
it doesn't have
Reinforcements
those.
en route.
Fall out.
Reinforcements en route.
So they basically default to being visible.
Ready. Heading out.
Dreadnought cruiser ready.
Waiting
Weapons
orders.
ready, sir. Roger that.
Hold on.
Alright, so they can stop attacking us now. I mean, they still technically have more ships than us. I think losing all the patrons put us farther behind than them losing the ships they had at Chorax. Or Chor. Nope, you, sir. Well, ma'am, you're supposed to be Mirax. Get over here.
Let's move out.
And you get over here.
My way.
And you get over here.
Adjusting Navicomputer. En route.
Dreadnought.
I mean, I'll have to reevaluate this GC anyways, just for the... Oh. Good work, Commander. Mirax is safely made it to Borlace with the Real Core. Now all we need to do is produce the Rilka. We need to be quick. A lot of non-humans are beginning to think this is some sort of conspiracy, and Councillor Felea's comments aren't helping. Okay. Chorax. Are you suspended? I'm the only moderator on the channel. I didn't set anyone to be suspended. Might have got auto restricted for something. I don't know.
Invasion commencing.
Well, we made the particles different for 2.2. But you might also be noticing stuff from us having moved the camera back a little bit. Well, just think of it like Fire Emblem, where he's sort of dead, but he's important to the plot, so he's just sort of injured forever, perpetually.
Moving to coordinates.
At maximum unit capacity.
Let's go.
Oh.
Reporting. Let's move out. Standing by. Scouting location. Executing flyby. Copy.
I have not seen that yet, Luso.
Moving to coordinates. They're over here. We're going in. Roger that. Right away.
Okay, so we gotta be careful.
Spreading out.
Oh, that's too much wind.
For the Alliance.
We'll have to look at this map again.
Yes, sir. Let's go. We'll keep our eyes open.
Jesus.
Ready to go. Ground targets locked. Ready for attack. Initiating sweep. Commander, weapons online. I've got a lock.
Well, actually, the as far as flying units go, we've done some nerfs to them, but also the fact that they can get shot by any infantry has made them a lot more vulnerable. Like, the biggest problem with flying units has always been just how few things can actually target them, and that's not as much of a problem anymore. While they're still more powerful than they should be, and there's still some other changes we do want to make to them, they are in a bit better of a place with this release.
Yes, Commander. Keep going. We'll assist you. Attack! We'll assist you. Ready for orders. Ball out. Let's move out. Let's go.
Unit destroyed.
Keep going.
No, their base things, it's I'm pretty sure it's from the wind settings being set up to like 70.
Choose your reinforcements.
Course plotted. Roger that. Adjusting
At
Navicomputer.
maximum unit capacity.
Over there. Ready for attack. Scouting location.
I like the lights on the back of our Gallifrey.
Ready. This way.
Let's send them in there. We're gonna have the bombing run soon.
Flyby. Initiating sweep.
Bombing run available.
Waiting order. Weapons online. Copy.
Okay, let's get you guys to go over here
Bombers at the ready.
and blow it out.
Gold Squadron commencing attack.
Unit destroyed.
Gold Squadron
Dangerous to
commencing
go
attack.
alone. Oh, that is definitely AA.
Destroyed.
Roger that. Right away.
You guys get out of
I have
there.
visual contact.
Okay,
T2B over. Over there. Wasn't on target.
problem solved.
T2B, copy.
I used to think the layout for
Choose
this
your
map was
reinforcements.
bad, but
Heading out,
Reinforcements
sir.
cancelled.
just because it was harder to tell in the map editor where stuff would actually go. In game, it's much better,
I copy.
much more clear at least. We considered adding a light laser cannon to the ATAPs in the mod.
Armor standing by.
There's still a lot of ground units that we want to change the
I'm here,
armaments
sir.
for,
Keep going.
just to bring them up to what they should have canonically. So the end goal is to have everything
This way.
reflect what they should have for
Armor
cannon,
ready.
and then balance around that. So
Bombardment available.
if that's what we need
Ready
to add,
to
then
roll.
that'll be what we add. If not, then they'd have different balance
Roger
changes
that.
to
Open fire.
bring them into line with where they should be.
Attack that target.
Hey, you can't do that.
Attacking target. Fire at will. Form up. All right,
Okay,
men.
everyone
Take
else,
cover.
stop.
Awaiting orders.
Unit destroyed.
Targeting. On it, sir. Course plotted.
Yeah, so the Raider is in the mod. It's going to be one of the AA unit, or not AA. It's going to be one of the anti-fighter units for
Over there.
some of the Warlord factions. I don't think it was in, no, it wasn't in the demo, but it was in,
I copy.
it's been in some of the playthroughs I've done.
We've secured a landing zone.
Course plotted.
Get more RAFs.
Reinforcements.
I like
Something
RAFs.
Navicomputer.
Reinforcements en route.
Reporting. Firing.
Actually,
I copy. Moving out.
you have the orbital bombardment, so wait,
Reporting.
only one of you go in. No, yeah, Delac Krenel is there basically anytime there's something to do with the Kutric hegemony.
Unit destroyed.
Like
Bombing
Era
run
1.
available.
He's also going to be there for Isard's Revenge, the new GC, and anytime the Kutric hegemony is its own faction as well, which happens. Well, Kutric hegemony is actually one of the factions that, in something like Art of War, is not guaranteed to be there.
Yes,
It
sir.
depends on how the Empire handles the Era 2 to 3 era change. So,
Advancing. I've got him in my sight.
yeah, we're aware of the Narshada Star Destroyer thing, but it's not a very good model. It was only in the background in one game, or maybe two.
Forward.
It has no other information tied to it, so it's really just a visual thing, and it's an ugly visual thing, so there's really no reason for us to add it.
Targeting enemy. Move it out. Bombers reporting in. Heading
Bombing
out.
run cancelled.
Give me the target. Almost there. Heading out. Acknowledge.
Okay, if we can kite forward a little bit.
Destroyed.
Acknowledge. Entering battle.
Unit destroyed.
Right away.
Let's
Yes,
get
sir. Heading out.
you up here.
Spread out, men. Ready. Fall out, troops. Yes, Commander. I've got a lock. Roger that. Computer's locked on target. Copy.
I think we should be good to go a bit farther into the base now.
Computer.
Yeah, it was like, I'm pretty sure it was a Force Unleashed and Force Unleashed 2. Might have been something else, but it was basically a prop in some games. Like, there's no stats associated with it, there's no history associated with it, it's just prop. So it's not really much for us to work off of, and if we really wanted to add more units for stuff, there's better options. And like, there's already so much work we have to do for more prominent parts of Legends that it's really just not worth it for us to go that direction.
Fire!
Oh, the planet? I don't know. I don't remember.
This way.
We've
Open
lost
fire!
a build pad.
Attack that target. Attack! Over there. T4B mobile.
Reporting in. Ball out.
Choose your reinforcements.
plotted.
Need more scouting, so T2B is...
Adjusting nav
Maximum
computer.
unit capacity.
You're not a thing that I want.
Standing by. Let's move out.
Anyone down here?
Let's go. Keep going. They're falling back.
Obviously didn't. Okay, yeah, you guys leave.
System control achieved.
Constructing.
Constructing.
Okay, so
Assault
let's
brigade
check. Our military is going on at around the same rate as theirs, which is bad because we had a
Forward.
lower one to start with. They're pretty much concentrated in these planets, so they've actually got a lot in some of these places.
Heading for coordinates.
Construction complete.
Yeah, this
Tactical
is
battle
unfortunate.
imminent.
Oh boy. Huh. TIE defenders are standing by. I don't know how good Golans are going to be against this, but...
Ion cannon firing.
Oh, perfect.
Reinforcements.
You can help me defend Coruscant raid fleets.
At your command.
Ready for action.
Enemy forces ahead. Form up.
Upgrade in progress. Upgrade complete. Our space station is under attack.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot.
Ion cannon firing.
Copy. En route.
Okay, let's get our ships in there.
Ball out. Firing. Targets incoming. Scanner contact behind me. Keep your eyes open.
Activating energy flux.
I can't shake him. We're too close.
Yeah, haven't had a chance to actually show this off yet.
Encountering
Upgrade
resistance.
complete.
Hold on. Attack formation.
Like the unfortunate thing is we can't tell it to go one way or the other, but it rotates, so
I can't shake him.
just turns towards. Place your marker.
This will save us some
Keep your
damage.
eyes open. Stay in attack formation.
There you go.
Hold on. No good. I can't maneuver. I've been hit.
Space
Keep your eyes
station
open.
damaged.
Countering resistance. Stabilize this.
This
Oh.
should give them a hard time.
It's no good. I can't maneuver.
Lowering enemy fire
Ready for
impact.
action. Guns at the ready. I'm in range.
It actually uses a lot of the same stuff as the micro jump ability.
Waiting orders.
Right. So we can kill the Imperial stuff, but
Reinforcements en route.
I don't know about the raid fleet.
I can't see him.
Disrupting energy output.
I copy. Lasers linked and ready.
Reinforcements.
Fire at
Well,
will.
in
Engage.
canon, what would happen is there'd be little space tugs that would position the Golans and move them however they needed to. But obviously, that's not something we can do in Empire at War, and it's better to have players actually
Activating energy
be able to
flux.
have their Golans be in a useful position rather than like you lose all the guns on one side and it's like,
Space
okay, well,
station
this was
damaged.
a waste. The Turbulent was actually significantly after the mod
Countering
ends.
resistance.
Hey, if you guys want to
Ion cannon firing.
shoot that guy, yeah, that one.
Reporting. Let's do some damage. Orbital command.
Well, let's get
Standing by.
you guys over to deal with the TIE defenders. Yeah, the Empire will retreat, but I'd rather not lose this goal in 3 if they're going to attack again. Is this the, yeah, that's an Imperial PSD.
Yes, sir. Ready to fire. Ready to fire.
Space station damaged.
The Saranin we do plan to do because of like EXF, and then we're going to make it a unit for the Greater Maldruid, so they have something a bit different. But yeah, the Turbulent came significantly after the Moderns.
Gravity control generator destroyed.
This will save us some damage.
I should probably do a separate video on that just for people. Look, guys, there's over here, guys, over here.
Ion cannon available. Reinforcements en route.
Yes, sir.
See you, Phantasm.
Order received. I copy, sir.
Thanks for coming.
This should give them a hard time.
I need help.
I don't want to give them a hard time if they just want to turn around and destroy this.
We've got them on the run.
Okay, there we go.
I can't see him.
All right. Lost a goal in 3, but we technically won. It was a moral victory.
Unit in
I
production.
want to get a lot of Dauntlesses. We haven't really used any Dauntlesses, mostly because no one wanted to be a patron with a Dauntless.
Beginning construction.
I figured taking Fondor would put them off of attacking that more, but whatever.
Moving.
How does that impact the military? Oh yeah, that brought them pretty much right into line with us. So both of us really have very little. Of course, the Empire of the Hand is still maintaining about the same economy as us, comparatively.
Construction complete.
No, there's really no way for us to know when we'll be ready to release the
Construction
2.2.
complete.
Proceeding to location.
We put out a news post fairly recently about exactly what needs to be done. It's mostly just working on the GCs and GC layouts, and then those are being tested as we go. How many mergent or minor factions are there in 2.2?
Construction
That is
complete.
a good question. There's obviously Antimeridian faction or Antimeridian sector. There's 2 or 3 down near the Arado Authority. Cutric Hegemony, Zero Command, Corporate Sector Authority, Hapens. I don't know if you want to count the Duskin League as minor factions because they're playable, but
Moving out.
Tactical battle imminent.
I don't know. 7 is that? Seven or more? Mostly little, like, single planet Imperial groups. Oh yeah, the Empire something. Restored Empire, that's the one.
Roger that. Let's go. Keep going.
I don't actually have any capital ships here.
Heading out.
I really do need
We've located the
more
enemy.
All out. Let's
anti-fighter.
move out. Let's go. Affirmative.
What time is it?
Order confirmed. Cruiser standing by.
Alright, so we'll just go
Target
straight
the
in
heavy
here.
guns.
They don't really have much to fight us off.
Attack.
I've lost engine 2. I've got one on me.
Open fire on those laser
Yes,
cannons.
Commander. Proceed.
Form up.
I've got one on me.
Attack.
Cruiser responding.
Incoming.
Proceeding to
Choose
location.
your
Okay,
reinforcements.
so let's drop in some support on this side for that one, and
On my way.
Let's go.
take care of these guys. I think the assault frigates are still the
Reinforcements en route.
version that are primarily anti-fighter.
Our engines are down.
They've got us targeted. Squad, I need help.
Awaiting orders. Open fire. Weapons
Can anyone else
charged.
see 'em?
Prospector.
Yeah, you guys destroy the station.
Ready.
You guys destroy the golem.
Ready.
Weapons ready.
You guys destroy the TIE defenders.
Target group right there.
These little carracks.
All fire on those ion
Enemy
cannons.
fighters on me. Enemy fighters incoming.
Right, sorry, I'm gonna have to.
Weapons
There.
on.
Under attack.
Not putting up with any of that.
On the calamari cruiser ready.
I can't see
They've got us targeted. Squad, I need help.
I need help.
Ready for command.
Well, the plan with the MC-80 Home 1 type is to make them a lot more tanky than the other options at the time.
Fire on the ion cannons. Enemy spotted.
Cover me.
Form up.
So they'll probably end up being at a similar price point to the MC-80Bs. Hey there, Kamar. A lot of the balancing still hasn't been done yet, so specific price stuff, and that kind of thing.
Underway.
Ultimately, what you're seeing now, as far as that goes especially, isn't necessarily how it'll be in the future, or by the time you guys are playing it.
Unit in production. Unit cancelled. Unit cancelled.
So I really think
Vehicle in
that
production.
the CR90s are going to be a lot more necessary for the rest of this GC.
Unit in
We
production.
haven't done much with quasars yet, so maybe a couple of those as well.
Building under construction.
Building under
Assault brigadier.
construction.
At your command. At your command.
Construction complete.
Moving into position. Moving out.
Want to move away? Yeah. Alright, CAs,
command.
thanks for coming.
Moving into
At your
position.
command.
Construction
Nebulon B
complete.
frigate here.
Construction complete.
Coordinates received. On my way. Right away.
Alright, so I guess we're probably
At your
good to
command.
take out Duro. Which map is Duro, though?
At
Oh
your
yeah,
command.
Duro's the Duro map. It's its own map. The one with the Duros on it.
Invasion commencing.
Yeah, the Rebel era
Ready to
Moncal
go.
classes are just converted luxury
What can I
liners,
do?
so
Can do.
I think we still need to add the firing bones
Can
for the
I help?
Duros, but
Ready.
Enemy
Got it.
base shields
are
up.
here,
out.
so
We've
At your
secured a
service.
build pad.
Commander. This way. Yes. Heading out. Can I assist you? Yes, sir.
There they are.
Ready, sir. Attack. Fire.
go for Papa
Over there.
Palpatine.
Scouting location.
The whole oh god, you guys,
Copy.
you're good. Stay there.
Where do you need me?
Choose your
Okay, this
reinforcements.
is why we need an MPTL here. The
We've
hell is an
secured
aluminum
a landing
Falcon?
zone.
Right away.
Course plotted. Adjusting navigomputer.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Right away, sir. Underway. Course plotted.
Reinforcements
Adjusting
cancelled.
navigomputer.
We've secured a build
So there was a
pad.
giant mass of units there. We're not going to talk about it.
We've secured a build pad.
Ready for orders. En route. Advancing. Moving to coordinates. Advance.
Build
We
another
lost
one.
a
Roger
build
that.
pad.
Roger that. Form up. Right away. Waiting orders. Moving out.
Yes, sir.
Aren't the U-wings the rogue one? Well, they're new cannon, so wouldn't be something we'd add.
Copy. Heading out.
Different universe.
Bombing run available.
Attacking
Alright, I think we're good to go actually take this.
Fire at will.
I copy. Ball out.
Okay. I don't even remember who made this map. I've always wanted to say it was Kwai. Oh god.
Unit
Because bad stuff happens to those who...
Reporting. Let's move out. Let's go. Keep going.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Yes, sir. This way. Over there. Scouting location. Executing flyby.
See
Copy.
if I can find the power gen.
Unit destroyed.
Yes, Commander.
See you, Peter.
Ready. En route. Moving to coordinates.
I copy.
Unit destroyed.
Attacking. Reporting.
Reporting in.
Oh, there it is.
Roger that.
Following your lead.
Open fire.
Following your lead.
Copy.
Okay, we'll wait for that to blow up
A build.
of its own accord.
The enemy base shield is offline. Bombardment available.
Right away, sir. Underway.
Forward.
Oh god. Would this be really the best use of our... Probably not, but...
Bombardment cancelled.
Targeting.
Unit
We need to get past this kill zone.
Unit destroyed.
I don't even know if kill zone's any good.
Moving out. Right away. Heading up.
Unit
Entering battle.
destroyed.
Open fire.
Engaging target.
Go and blow stuff up.
Target.
Sir.
Okay, can
Right
you
away.
guys do some
Moving
scouting
ahead.
for me?
Yes, Commander.
See what's happening?
Spearheading assault.
We've lost a build.
Here we go.
We've planetary control
Lost some free runners
achieved.
and got an abandoned vehicle factory, so we can get the free runners
Constructing
back.
Building
Joke's on you,
under
jerks.
construction.
At your
Let's
command.
check the military graph now. There it is.
At your
Alright,
command.
so...
Nebulon B frigate here. Assault frigate here.
Get you guys back in here.
Forward.
Heading out.
You. And
Ball
you.
out. At your command.
And you.
Right away.
Patrick,
At your command.
you clearly don't want to be part of our empire. I'm sorry, New Republic. Let that slip there a little bit. No one tell the Senate.
Nebulon B frigate here.
Construction complete.
T2B over.
Moving to destination. Mon calamari cruiser ready.
Let's move out.
These in
Let's go.
first. I'm feeling like
Heading for
they've got to have a pretty big reserve somewhere.
Nebulon
Right now,
B
that'll
frigate
just be a
here.
text prompt before anyone
Assault
gets...
frigate here.
T2B over. We're heading out.
Oh.
Nebulon B frigate here.
Consider it done.
Tactical
I mean,
battle
Company of Heroes is
imminent.
probably the best just strategy game in general.
Squadron reporting.
Choose your reinforcements.
Underway.
Proceeding to location.
Moving into position. Moving out.
Moving out. Heading out.
Moving out.
I think there's going to be a lot of fighters
Enemy
here.
is approaching. Heading out.
Well, yeah, there we go.
Fall out.
That is a lot of
Let's move out.
fighters.
Let's go.
They're a pretty big
Reinforcements
stack, but without any capital
Moving
ships at
into
all.
position.
Group over there, and there's a base over here.
Awaiting order.
Let's deal with these guys
Attack that
before they get back to the
Form up.
base.
This way. Firing target.
Well, the virus is going to have some negative effects,
orders.
which
Copy.
are currently not in.
Order confirmed.
So those would go away,
Copy.
and
Attacking target. Moving out.
the you'd get
Ready for
Rogue
duty.
Squadron back, which would actually be
Closing on
off to
enemy.
another stuff.
Standing by.
Awaiting
Or,
orders.
well, it depends on how we handle that. But
I copy.
there'll be a few different heroes you get,
Fire at will.
and
Ready
like
for
we've
order.
also considered having the GC be set up so that that's how you win. So it's a GC not based around actually taking all the territory, but instead achieving that secondary objective. And then Zinj's there potentially attacking you, and you have to defend against him,
Choose
but
your
it's more about
reinforcements.
Heading out.
getting the
Fall
cure.
out.
Fall out.
Because we've been thinking more generally about
I copy.
different
I can't take another hit
victory
like
conditions
that.
we can have throughout the mod, so that it's not, because we have like 20 GCs, we don't necessarily need them all to be based around the whole usual kill everything to win.
Enemy fighters incoming. Shoot 'em down. Shoot 'em down. I'm under attack.
Rendezvous at Mark 6.1.
When you played multiplayer before the Steam patch, did you use Game Ranger? I really didn't play EAW multiplayer before the patch, so
Fire on the engines. Ready to come.
I guess I probably did once, and I used Game Ranger, if I did. So technically yes, but technically
your
is the best kind of yes. So
Choose your reinforcements.
but yeah, the multiple dreadnoughts are because of
Disable those ion cannons.
patron ships.
Ready. Mon Calamari cruiser here.
Like we have Rebel 2 there, we have
Assault frigate here.
Indignant here.
Mon Calamari cruiser.
Right, so that
ready.
group is pretty much
Heading out.
done. We can
Watch
head
for
back
enemy
over
fighters.
on this
All
side.
craft.
Standing by.
I don't think
We have them in our sights.
these can take the Golan on their own, so if we can just
Ready
go
to
around the
engage.
side.
Watch your
Choose
six.
your reinforcements.
Decrease to full throttle. I've been hit. Decrease to full throttle. Look out!
Reporting.
Well, Rebel Scum, as you can see in this GC, there's a lot more GC level story missions that we're
Target
doing.
in sight.
And then there's in 2.1 and the versions before that, we also had the Katana mission. We're going to be throwing in more stuff like that, but we're not going to do a full
Command.
like story campaign like the base game had.
Copy.
We're just going to throw in more missions like that.
I've lost engine 2. Our lasers are inoperable.
Like, kind of like how in the demo we had the Courtship of the Habens mission line, we had the Emergent Faction stuff. Like, there's a lot more story stuff that's in these GCs.
All craft engage.
Primary drive system is down.
Take out their guns.
Choose your reinforcements.
They have disabled our lasers.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Affirmative.
at maximum unit capacity.
Form up. Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Target's coming in fast.
Squad, I need help.
But like in 2.2, we've talked about it a bit in the past, but we're mostly just focusing on the GC level events as opposed to the tactical missions, because the tactical missions take a lot longer to do, and there's essentially 70 different GCs in the mod. So even if we did one mission per GC per faction, we'd be doing like 3 or 4 times as many missions as all the campaigns in the base game combined, which is not ideal. But we'd rather just there's some GCs that'll be slightly more story focused, and then some factions like the New Republic, which would end up with most of them.
I'm under attack. I'm hit. This is bad. They've got us targeted. Squad, I need help. Can anyone else see them?
But like it's the kind of thing we'd slowly filter in as we go. And there's some stuff that sort of works a similar way, like the tactical events and GC battles that we want to work on, which are sort of like random events, but they, like under the hood, they're essentially missions. Alright, we need to destroy this.
I've lost engine 2.
I'm not sure, Cal.
Can't take another hit like that.
I've got one on me.
All craft, attack. Reporting.
Should we go around for another pass?
Yes, sir.
Cover me.
All craft engaged.
Watch that crossfire. Target's coming in fast. Target's coming in fast.
The engines are
So
our
if we
primary
can
target.
get some of these...
Yes, Commander.
We can just take care of some of these TIE defenders before we leave.
Destroy their shield generators. Let's go.
There's one there. Come on. There we go. Got away with 1 or 2 squadrons. Yeah, we're gonna need to significantly change garrisons for some other features as well. But that has not been done yet. We're not 100% sure how it's gonna work. I'm just gonna get my money back for this. For some stuff like single unit retreat and some of the Z-layer stuff, the way garrisons currently work is actually not going to work, so we'd need to change it regardless.
Vehicle in production. Vehicle in production. Constructing unit.
Oh boy. Hey look, Zinj decided to attack. He doesn't really... So the only stuff they can get... 1 sec, sorry, I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, sorry if I missed anything in the chat there. But, alright. We're not going to be able to win that, but I think we can win on the ground, so I'm not that concerned about that. Let's get these guys in here.
Tactical battle imminent.
We have turbo lasers, so it shouldn't be that bad. Petro didn't have time to finish a lot of the stuff in the game. Seems like. A weird place for the marker.
Ready. Fall out, troops. Moving out.
I think this landing zone is only 2, so
Let's move out.
I'll have to check the updated map because Rogue actually did some updates to the map since this started, but like I said, I haven't pulled from the main repository since the GC started either.
Fire at will.
But
Attack.
I think that might be why
Are victorious.
we've only ever been dealing with one at a time with this. But
Construction complete.
command.
we can
Right
get
away.
Denon.
At
We can
your
actually
command.
take these from Fondor
En route.
and
Constructing. Beginning construction.
Roger that. At your command.
well, there's 5 or
Your
6
command.
new maps for
Moving
2.2.
out.
That one's actually we got 2 new people who are making maps for the mod for
On my
2.2.
way.
That one was released as a skirmish map by one of the guys
At your
before,
command.
and there's like 3 or 4 other maps
At your
that
command.
have been made in addition to that. So we will be including the MC30 in 2.2.
At your command. At your command.
All right.
Right away.
Construction complete.
Heading out.
Sorry, my mom just
At
had
your
to.
command.
My dad just drove my mom to the hospital, so
command.
I'm just getting the text for it now.
Construction complete.
Yeah, so the maps will be shown off whenever they show up on the planets that have them. So you'll probably see a lot more of them in the Art of War playthrough, because one of them is Mon Calamari,
Imminent.
and okay, so they're gonna come land one more different unit of that giant mass, but one of them is Mon Calamari. There's that one on Levian, which he's also done some other updates to. There's another slightly, it wasn't for a specific planet, but Night Raven did an urban map,
All weapons loaded. This way. Over there.
and there's I think there's 1 or 2 other, a Dagobah one as well, a swamp one.
Moving into position. Fall out, troops. Right away, sir. Underway.
Well,
Almost there.
with the chemo she's on,
Heading out. Let's
it's
move out.
she's got a cold or something else
Right
on
away.
top of
Let's
that.
Go.
So, with her treatment, she has to,
Moving
if she
out.
gets a
Keep
fever
going.
for a certain amount of
Heading out.
time, she has to go
This
like
way.
directly to the emergency room, and that's what's happened. So,
T2B over.
last time though,
Let's
they
move
made
out.
her stay for like
Let's
3 or
go.
4 days before they let her out.
Keep going.
So it's just a precaution, but hopefully she's.
This way. Over there.
You never really know exactly what it's going
On
to
it,
mean.
sir. Course plotted. Adjusting navicomputer. Enemy unit sighted. Target in range. Main cannons charged. Advancing.
Right. So it looks like it's just going to be 2 more SPMATs.
Advance.
Well, really, there's nothing I can do at the moment.
Forward.
Destroyed.
Right away.
They're just going to be sitting in the emergency room for a while waiting for the doctor. So,
Fire.
my dad drove her. I've been texting them, so I'm
The enemy has been defeated.
going to keep going. But if I go slightly quiet, it's just because I'm responding to a text, so apologies if that happens, but...
Calamari cruiser ready.
Let's move out.
Alright, so Denon is still the blue map.
Construction complete.
Yagdal... Oh yeah, the other one is there's a new Mustafar map he made. Let's see, what do we got? Typhera, Yagdal, Kretu, Dara, Denon, and Pakrik. And I guess Coruscant, Levian, and Compkin.
right away.
Empties. I don't know if that's quite how that works.
Vehicle in production.
But, hey. I think we have a lot of air units in this, so I'm gonna probably just wait at one of the landing pads and orbital bombardment. A lot of that.
We've got them. Send reinforcements.
I'm here.
You saw one squad. That isn't them.
Ready to help. Heading out, sir.
It's some of them,
Affirmative.
admittedly.
Can do. Right.
We've secured a landing zone. Choose your
So let's
Course plotted.
you
Adjusting
and you
computer. Moving to
and you
coordinates.
and
Destination
you.
received.
You.
reinforcements
Course
cancelled.
plotted.
We are running low on
Reinforcements on route.
RAFs.
Standing by.
Alright, so bombing run will be ready in a second.
Ready to go.
I'm gonna take the snow
Right away.
speeders and scout out the other stuff over here. I think the power gen.
Moving out.
Oh no.
Heading out. Ball out. Let's
Unit
move out.
destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Hey, you
Commander,
can't attack me like
attack
that.
Target.
Concussion grenades on these things are super strong.
Ready, sir. Let's go.
Kind of don't want to waste a bombing run on this. I want to see if they have any
Keep going.
turbo laser towers.
This way.
The other thing I did learn is that my dad brought pizza home, which was nice of him.
I copy.
So
Unit destroyed.
Gold Squadron commencing attack. I've got.
oh well, those bombers are dead.
Ready for orders. Roger that.
Let's get this thing.
Scouting location. Executing flyby.
Okay, so wait, tac center, tac center.
Copy.
I can't remember if it was 6 or
En
7
route.
buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Moving to coordinates.
6, 7. Okay.
Unit destroyed.
Well,
Form up.
let's just
Right away.
go for it.
Moving out. Moving out. Attacking target for the Alliance. Heading out. Heading all out. Let's move out.
And it's pretty easy to just grab the tac center.
Right behind you. Attacking.
Yeah, it's the thing that had that
Prepare to attack.
cluster bomb ability.
Going in. Squad, advance. Ground target locked.
Unit destroyed.
All out. Open fire. Attack
Alright,
that
so this is going to be a lot of their income. Bye-bye income.
attacking target. Providing backup. Fire at will. Got your back.
Unit
Attack. Providing
destroyed.
backup. Over there. Target. Leading. Let's go. Firing. Keep going. Prepare to assist.
Long range support ready.
Over there. I
Now we can
cover
go
you,
down
Evo.
here, because that's just going to blow everything up.
Moving into position. Providing backup.
See you, Black Arthur.
Right away.
Fire support
Underway.
ready.
Almost there.
We've got your
Entering
back.
battle.
I think the AI thinks it needs more income than it actually does.
Targeting. G2B, copy.
It likes having the structures, and it'll throw a fit if it can't have them.
Attack that target. Moving out. Awaiting orders. Let's go. Providing backup. Ready for attack.
Laying suppressive fire.
Roger that. Copy.
Bombing run
Keep
available.
going.
Okay, let's get you over
Reporting.
to that. You want to, yeah, you just just stay here long enough.
Locked on
And
target.
T4B ready. Spearheading assault.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Heading out.
oh, come on. My little spotter.
I copy. Heading out.
Need any assistance? Will do.
Choose your reinforcements.
Right away, sir.
We've secured a build pad.
They're falling back.
We've
Okay,
lost
there we
a
go.
build pad.
I was just about to auto-resolve too.
System
Construction
conquered.
We fell for it.
Constructing.
Let's get,
Vehicle
we need
in
more
production.
RAFs. We
At your command.
need a
Constructing.
structure there. We need
Unit in production.
ACs. We need
Unit in production.
ACs. We need
Vehicle in
snow speeder.
production.
Actually, from you, we
Vehicle
need
cancelled.
these. Yeah, they decided to leave.
At your
Jerks.
command.
Building under construction.
We need
Vehicle in
RAFs. We
production.
need
Vehicle
RAFs.
in
We need
production. Vehicle
RAFs.
in production.
We need
Unit in
RAFs.
production. Tactical battle imminent.
Hey, you guys left. You can't just come back now. Come back, Gillian.
Give me a target.
I think we do need RAFs, yeah.
Right away.
So what I might
Moving
do...
Providing cover. Inbound.
Unit
Uh-oh.
destroyed.
Defense assault.
Firing.
Ready for attack.
Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed. Unit destroyed.
Heading out, sir. All out,
Support
troops.
ready.
Can't go up that way, sir. You're not allowed up here, sir.
Our base is
Oh,
under
actually you are
attack.
allowed up here, sir. Thank
We
you.
are victorious.
What we may do now...
At your
Well,
command.
do we want to
Construction
do it? No, I don't
complete.
think we do want to do that. Never mind.
Let's go.
Let's destroy the Empire. Then we can destroy Zinj.
On my way.
T2B over.
It's looking like Dara and
At your
Kretsu might
command.
be inaccessible.
T4B
Construction
ready.
complete.
Construction complete.
Construction complete.
I don't think we're going to do
Tactical battle
bases the way that
imminent.
AOTR has them. Awful. And I do plan on doing some survival videos. Probably but after this playthrough, there'll be 1 or 2 survival playthroughs that I do before we start the Pentastar Alignment one. The Pentastar Alignment Art of War GC.
Reporting in.
Choose your reinforcements.
Squadron, move out. Right away. Moving out. Heading out. Ball out.
Incoming.
Okay.
Underway. Moving into position.
Reinforcements
Moving out.
cancelled. Reinforcements
On my way.
cancelled.
Right away.
So like there won't be a lot of the changes that we would like to have in for the 2.2 versions. It'll be closer to the 2.1 version of survival, but
Moving into position.
still just to
Moving
have like it'll have the new ships and whatnot, but we're making a new map for it, and then we'd like to do some other features for it, but we're not sure how much of that will be in 2.2 versus a future patch.
Setting course.
Like the other thing with the Steam Workshop,
On the move.
especially if that becomes like the primary way that people are playing the mod, especially because we have like 30 to 40,000 subscribers on that,
Ready. Commence the
it makes it a lot easier to have more regular, smaller patches rather than having to wait so long for these giant updates.
Open fire on those laser
Because the biggest reason to not do that kind of patch is that a lot of people don't know how to download and install stuff. So if you're putting up the entire mod every few months, or every few weeks even, people tend to get annoyed or confused. Whereas with the Steam Workshop, we can just sort of push the files, push the individual files. But like technically, theoretically, something else could come through and win by Sunday, but
Open fire on
it's
those
I think the
laser
PA is ahead by like 30 or 40 votes.
operation.
Ready. At
So-
your command.
I'd be very surprised if another faction, like especially because the next closest is the Araido Authority, which Honestly, that is shocking to me, that the Irado Authority would be next up, but I guess it's been a while since we've done their playthrough. Like, going based off views, I really thought the PA or Maldruid would win. I'm surprised the Greater Maldruid isn't doing better. I thought the Maldruid would edge out PA by a little bit. Like, based off of how many people watched the last playthroughs for those factions. Because the most view... I think the first episode of the Greater Maldruid playthrough we did last year is the most viewed video that isn't the installation and tutorial video. But it might have been edged out by the first episode of Shadowhand by now, at like 20,000.
I'm losing power. Can't see him. I've got one on me. Firing.
Copy.
I've got one on me. Enemy unit
I copy.
Try not to let one on your
Reporting.
tail.
Like, I guess part of that is that the Greater Maldruid is one of the older campaigns. Like, it was Warlord Zinj and the Greater Maldruid, but
On my way. Right away.
it's probably best not to put his other crap back in the video.
Ready to fire. Corvette moving out. Acquiring target.
Yes, Commander.
He's a troll, he wants the attention.
Falling back. Attack commencing. Order confirmed. Attack. Fire. Heading out. Open fire.
How is the tech progression going to work for Infinity? Like, for which GCs, though, specifically? Because from the ground up, it's going to work how it usually, how it did in the, right, like, usually that just means we pick a specific era that it's going to be set in. It has the same kind of thing. We don't, like, work out a whole new system for those. Dark.
T4B ready. T2B over.
So I guess it just means Yagdal, Typhera, Pakrik, and then these two. I think we should be able to do this. It's only 3 structures. Yeah, we're good.
T2B over.
Invasion commencing.
Yeah, I guess technically Irado is the only faction that no one can play, so I guess that
Reporting in.
Choose your
makes
reinforcements.
it a bit more clear why they're not, or why they're doing so well.
Maximum unit capacity.
Ready to roll. Got it.
Never really thought about that.
We've secured a
Copy.
build pad.
Let's move out. Roger that. Moving out. Heading out. Yes, sir. Your orders. Let's go.
I probably should have just thrown the Hapens into the poll just for fun.
Form up.
We've secured a build pad. We've lost a build pad.
Course plotted. Adjusting navicomputer. Course
Maximum
plotted.
unit
We've come
capacity.
across enemy units.
You've come across enemy units.
Fall out,
Crossed.
troops.
Across is not a word. Across
going.
is.
This way. On it, sir. Over there. Course plotted. T4B mobile.
Bombing run available.
Moving into position.
Unit destroyed.
Firing.
The poll for which faction to play next, Adrian.
Ready. Over there. Adjusting navicomputer.
Yeah, we've always just used
Destination set.
New Republic stuff for the Haven Ground
Proceeding.
stuff.
On my way.
Advance.
Moving out. As you wish. Right away.
Underway.
Copy that.
And that'll likely be how we stay. Even if we do make them a playable faction, we'd probably just use
Let's go.
New Republic
Keep going.
ground units.
This way.
Heading
Over
out.
there. Acknowledged.
Bombardment
Almost there.
available.
Commencing attack. Weapons armed.
The chat for the stream, like the stream is a little bit behind what I'd be responding to. There's a little bit of delay on the stream, which sets everything off by a little bit. I've tried to make it a bit lower, but it's usually better for people with worse internet connections, and I actually run my internet through a USB dongle, which is not ideal. Oh god.
Keep going. Support ready.
En route.
I really like battle dragons and Nova cruisers, so I feel like we have a lot more room to do
Over there.
some decent ship designs with that.
Evasive maneuvers.
Like, I'm looking forward to being able to do that. So I am looking forward to being able to play the hates.
Destination
The hate
set.
bends.
Target acquired. Proceeding. On my way. Moving out.
Well, it seems like a lot of those regional units in AOTR are given a bit of a power boost.
Copy that.
We've secured a build
Heading out.
pad.
Going.
Moving out.
We've lost a build pad.
En route.
Fire support ready.
Let's go. Commencing attack. Keep
Weapons
going.
ready.
This way.
Heading
Over
out,
there.
sir.
Weapons armed. Acknowledged.
Unit
Destination
destroyed.
set.
Can't destroy my units. I destroy my units.
Moving out.
Back up here.
As you wish. Moving to attack. Right away.
Providing cover.
Copy that.
Support ready.
Heading out.
On it,
I
sir.
En route.
think
Let's go.
if we don't find him in this corner...
Targeting.
Okay, never mind. I was going to auto-resolve, but...
System
Construction
conquered.
complete.
T2B over.
Beginning construction.
T4B ready.
Okay, so Typhera, one of the last two planets for the Empire, and then there's two more planets for Zinj.
Tactical battle imminent.
Can't keep doing this, Zinj. Well, we won't really be working directly on Fall of the Republic until after we're pretty much done 2.2, unless we pick. I thought about picking up
Right away, sir.
one or two
Adjusting
more
nav computer.
XML coders and just
Underway.
giving them some
Almost
Fall of the
there.
Republic stuff to
Advancing out.
do setup for. Or doing it myself,
Right
but
away. Advance. Moving out. They're over here. Forward. Target locked. Fall out, troops. Attack. Let's move out.
like it's kind of pointless to do too much Fall of the Republic work right now because then we'd have to redo it later. Because we want everything to be worked in together with all the features that we're doing for 2.2.
The enemy has been defeated.
Yeah, XML is like the unit coding and that kind of thing. It's pretty simple. Like the easier part of UAW modding.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alright, so gonna be a couple heroes here. What are your thoughts on the Star Wars Battlefront II single player? Oh right, someone did ask about that earlier as well. Oh, probably you, Killian, but I liked both of the trailers for both of the upcoming things, but yeah, so the Star Wars Battlefront 2 trailer
Let's go.
seems pretty good.
Full throttle. Keep going.
I don't really have many thoughts on the overall story yet. It seems like a kind of
Choose your
standard story about,
reinforcements.
oh, are we... I'm not sure if they're actually going to go in that direction where it's like, oh, are we the bad guys here?
Fall
But
out.
that's my assumption, just based on how stuff usually goes. But they could just go with, no, I actually do. I'm an Imperial and I'm going to stay an Imperial.
Enemy forces
And
ahead.
maybe, because it goes such a long time, then that main character could be kind of like the Gilad Pelion type of Imperial,
Moving into position.
where she becomes like
Order confirmed.
clearly a talented person
away.
who's also not evil, but is very loyal to the Empire, which I'd be okay with.
Coming
And
around.
the Fate, or the Last Jedi trailer, I'm actually started making me excited to see the movie. So
At maximum unit
really looking forward to that now. Does leaving a like actually help a channel? Yeah, so basically any kind of interaction is really good for YouTube wanting to push that video or that channel. So leaving comments, liking videos, that's actually pretty valuable for a channel. So like if there's only 100 views on a video, but there's still like 40 or 50 likes, then YouTube will want to push that a bit more. Anything that makes people interact with the site, so whether you're liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and especially if you're watching through the video and then clicking on another video from the suggested bar, whether it's from that channel or another channel, that's really good as well. Which is why channels that do like long form content like Let's Play started getting so much more popular, because it's more watch time for YouTube and more that they're able to sort of push videos. Is the big expensive Moncal going to get rebalanced to be compared to an ISD firepower eventually? Well, it's already pretty comparable to an ISD 1 as far as firepower goes. But I doubt we'd be giving it much more firepower, maybe a little bit. If you mean compared to what it is in the demo, there's a caveat I have to add for pretty much anything, in that the demo release with the New Republic stuff actually had a bug, or not really a bug so much as there was an we did some multipliers to all the projectiles, but the New Republic projectiles got left out. So while everything else was multiplied by 2, and then the number of projectiles they shot were reduced, the New Republic had the reduction in shots but didn't have the same increase in firepower. So everything that I'm using right now is more powerful than the demo versions. So let's focus on getting rid of these Imperial things. I didn't really look at the Golans, so we'll probably... Let's go straight for the Golans.
Choose your reinforcements.
Forward.
Target's coming in fast. Let's go. Target's coming in fast. Underway. Got one on me. Moving into position.
At maximum unit capacity.
Copy.
Can't hold on. Enemy unit disabled.
All craft.
Got to let one on your tail.
Reporting. Yes, sir. All craft engage.
I need help. I've lost engine 2.
Oh, Empire Hand, you stay back here. You're fine.
Yes, Commander. Ready. Take out their guns.
We're too close.
Cruiser.
And let's get the from one type to hit the station.
I'll try and draw their fire. I've got one on me.
Ready to commence.
We got this Patrick Minor, Coruscant. Well, the Republic Star Destroyer is, I'm pretty sure the only place that design was shown was in Kraken's threat dossier, or that's where the design came from, and Kraken's threat dossier was terrible, and that's basically why that looks like it does. The really bulby thing. And one of the things they wanted to do in the Essential Guide to Warfare was retcon it so that the ship colloquially referred to as the Republic Star Destroyer, or Republic-class Star Destroyer, was the MC-80B the whole time, which I would have loved, because people could stop asking us to put in the Republic Star Destroyer, and we wouldn't feel the need to put in the Republic Star Destroyer. But
Awaiting orders.
Yep, no one cares.
Open fire on those laser cannons.
But yeah, so unless you mean like the Nebula and the Endurance,
Reporting.
and are just saying like Republic Star Destroyers, in which case it's because they were made by Kuat. So
The engines are our primary target.
right, so those TIE Defenders are going to get away, but I think those are going to like Kretsu or something. They're not going to Pakrik.
Underway. Adjusting Navigomputer.
We can get all these guys over here. How about some backup? How about you do what I tell you?
Right away, sir. T2B over.
Escort requested.
Construction complete.
Construction complete.
No, nothing from any of the new movies would be
Course
in the mod. That's all set in
T2B
the new
Complete.
canon, not the Legends universe, which is where all of our stuff is.
Tactical battle imminent.
Hey. So we still got a bunch of Golans here. We have the ion cannon. It's a lot of TIE defenders, but what else is new?
Reinforcements en route.
I would prefer if you were up.
en
Oh,
route.
this is terrible. That's not going to help.
Lowering enemy fire impact.
We've located the enemy.
Disrupting energy output.
Face it that way.
Activating energy flux.
Ion cannon firing.
They're just going to send their fighters at us and be jerks.
Our space station is under attack.
Long-range scanner destroyed.
Yeah. You know what, we're coming straight to their last planet. So.
Space station damaged.
Well, let's see what
Ion
those
cannon
are doing.
available.
Watch your 6. I've got a big.
Are they going to come in? No.
Should we go around for another pass? Copy.
Space
This
station
way.
damaged.
Over there.
Well, let's get these Corvettes in at least.
Fall out. Let's move out. Fire at will. Attacking. Targeting. They're coming around. Firing. Guns at the ready. Full
Get back
speed.
here.
Ready to
Our
fire.
space station
Are
is
they coming in
under
now?
attack.
No, they're just...
Let's go. Ready to fire. Acquiring target. Keep going.
Right, there's more
Space
coming
station
in.
damaged.
I don't trust auto-resolve with the
This way.
Golans.
Over there. Armed and ready. Order confirmed. Head full.
I mean, I don't trust
Space
auto-resolve at
station
all, but...
under attack.
Underway. Attack. All power to the engine. Got one.
Well, the frigates are mostly just carriers, so they don't
At your
they
command.
don't trust these against the Golans.
Moving into position. Fire.
Space
Moving
station
out.
under attack.
On my way. Full
See if I can
speed.
just take out these TIE defenders so they don't leave. And then I'll probably auto-resolve.
Open fire. Right away.
What are you doing? Oh my god.
Attack that target. Attacking target. Corvette moving out. Heading out. Fall out. All power to the engine.
Let's
Ion
see if
cannon
that'll...
Destroyed.
We lost the Golan 3 for it, but... Yeah. That's why I didn't want to do that.
Tactical battle imminent.
Even... no.
Barracks destroyed.
So we're gonna have to retake Coruscant. I'm probably just gonna auto-resolve the ground battle on Coruscant once we get there.
Invasion commencing.
Awaiting orders.
Which map is this? This is the type. Okay, yeah.
Right away.
It's always just weird because the water level on this makes it look
Moving
like the
ahead.
most of the map is
Choose your
underwater.
Reinforcements.
Underway.
Reinforcements
Course
cancelled.
plotted.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
Okay, so what I do know about this map,
Reinforcements cancelled.
that
There they are.
Keep
we
going.
can go over here. I don't think they were ever going to send those frigates at our stations,
Yes, sir.
so it would have just been us waiting there.
Over there.
Right away.
T4B
Unit
mobile.
Moving ahead.
destroyed.
The AI can
Reinforcement
afford to be a lot more
contested.
patient than
Unit
players.
destroyed.
I was really hoping the AACs would defend against
Bombing
any
run
Moving into
available.
position. Right away, sir.
Heading out, sir.
infantry that came there.
Underway.
Right away.
I could have swore
Copy.
there was
Heading out,
a
sir.
center node
Fall
over
out,
here
troops.
somewhere.
I copy. Almost there.
Moving out. Copy.
Yes,
Let's
there
move
is.
out.
We've secured an abandoned sensor array.
Let's go take that back.
Bombardment available.
Heading out.
And uh-oh. Game just dropped. Not sure why. Gonna relaunch it. And the auto resolve should, or the auto save should put us right at the start there. Well, not really. Like, you can sort of change the lanes there, but it would be a lot more complicated than it's probably worth. Just to be safe. I'm not sure what just happened there.
Invasion commencing. System conquered.
Okay. I'm still not sure what just happened there.
over.
Building under construction.
T2B over.
I think we're good.
Affirmative.
Right away, sir.
So let's get...
Tactical battle imminent.
Hey, this goes the same way.
All weapons loaded. T4B mobile. Moving into position.
What did they decide to
support
send this
ready.
time?
Enemy forces ahead.
Spring battle
Destroyed.
underway. Engaging target.
Fire
Almost
support
there.
ready.
We are victorious.
Sapphire, next is going to be the Pentastar alignment in Art of War. Okay, so let's get... Before they attack again...
Order
Construction
confirmed.
complete.
I can confirm here right now that no matter how many likes this video gets, I will not be doing a Roblox LP. But a raw blocks LP, that's a different story.
A-Wing Squadron reporting. Squadron, advance. Setting course.
So they don't actually have any
relocated the
units
enemy.
here.
Choose your reinforcements.
Heading out.
Coming around.
I went too far
Orders
ahead.
received.
Right away.
Just gonna be the Golans. They sent everything else off to Coruscant.
Forward.
I mean, joke's on me, because I may have taken the rest of the galaxy, but they took Coruscant back. And isn't that really all that matters in Star
Heading
Wars?
for coordinates.
Take over Coruscant, you're president of the galaxy.
Proceeding to location.
Roger 6.
Moving.
Stay in attack formation.
All ahead.
I got it. Ah!
Cruiser standing by.
In Legends, what was happening 30 years after Endor?
Responding.
Well,
All craft.
around 25 ABY, the Vong War was happening, the Yuzon Vong invasion, and around a little bit later, you had stuff like the Dark Nest Crisis, with the Killiks and the Chiss. And then a little bit after that, there was all the Legacy of the Force stuff, so the Second Galactic Civil War, where the Corellians and the Hutts and a bunch of other people rebelled against the Galactic Alliance.
Keep your eyes open for those fighters. Hold on. That's got rendezvous at Mark 6.
Order confirmed.
They're falling
Open
back.
fire on those laser cannons.
Lined up. Loosen up. Try not to let one on your tail.
At Mark 6.1.
Alright, Patrick Minor, once again, belongs to us. And by belongs to us, I mean the space does. Hold on, let's park you here.
Moving out.
Let's do this again.
Tactical battle imminent.
I want to get the space lanes clear so we don't have to fly all the way around the galaxy to get our land units there.
A-Wing here. Ordering
Yes, they built a station.
confirmed.
Choose
I don't know if they
your
built Golans, though.
reinforcements.
There they are.
They did not.
Heading
Let's
out.
get that in there. Get some of our
Underway.
Corellian Corvettes in
Moving into
here.
position.
Fall out.
This will be the last of the Imperial forces.
Moving out. On my way. Right away.
Swinging around.
Ready.
Rendezvous at
Coming
Mark
around.
6.1.
Mon calamari cruiser here.
Hold on.
Right away.
Hold on.
Dreadnought cruiser ready. Firing turbo.
Enemy fighters.
Mon calamari cruiser ready. Commence the attack. On my way.
Got one on me. I've got it. Ah!
Ready for command. Roger that. Attack.
Do
At
that.
your command. Armed and ready. Guns at the ready. Ready to
We
fire.
need to kill the TIE
All
defenders.
power to the engine. Ready to fire. Head full. Acquiring target. Swinging around. Y-wings.
Mark 6.4.
They're falling back.
Oh, wait, no, you... Well, I guess they're gonna go to Kretu or something. Most of the Vong ended up going to, like, Zonema Seacot. Alright. Let's get rid of their whole thing there.
Course plotted. Adjusting
Actually, let's send
navigator
these
unit.
in Coruscant before they build up too many buildings.
Invasion commencing. System conquered. Construction complete.
Moving out.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh, tactics were not used to my advantage? That's true. Take out.
Weapons armed.
Choose your reinforcements.
Affirmative.
Copy. Right
We
away.
have,
We're on the move.
Reinforcements cancelled.
we have the ion cannon, but we also don't
The
have
enemy
any
is approaching.
enemy capital ships that we need to destroy.
Heading out.
Just a lot of these
Reinforcements
frigates.
cancelled.
Let's move out. Let's go. Underway. Moving into position.
Order confirmed.
Well, we'll see if the raid fleet has any capital ships, because we'll probably need to destroy those.
Right away. Moving into position.
I'm hit.
On my way. Forward. Heading for coordinates.
Waiting
orders. Consider it done.
Coordinates received.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Proceeding to location.
Got us targeted.
Ion cannon
All
fired.
markers prospected. Fire.
They're on me.
Our engine is down. I'm on it. Orders received.
Losing my engine.
Awaiting orders.
None of these are ours.
Copy. Our target priority is the laser
I'm in a
cannons.
tight spot.
Get up there.
Coordinates.
There's what, 26 Nebulon B2s? So
They've disabled our lasers.
Yeah, that was not the most inspiring ion cannon I've ever seen.
Primary drive system is down. Down.
Can anyone else see him?
Open fire on those laser
I
cannons.
can't take another hit like that.
I've got a problem.
Reporting.
Someone cover me.
Let's see if we can get to the other side of these.
Proceeding to location.
Enemy fighters on me.
Yes, Commander. Ready.
Drawing their fire.
Frigate reporting.
Enemy
Open
fighters
fire.
incoming.
Cruiser standing
Been
by.
hit. Look out.
Crossfire. I'm under attack.
Been hit.
Clear wing squad.
Wire wing
reporting.
standing by.
Cruiser responding.
Yeah, hold on.
Ready to commence.
No, it's just one guy. It's Frank.
On me.
Our lasers are inoperable.
Weapons operational.
Watch your six.
If I were an Imperial warlord, I would resign and
Ready. Our target
move somewhere
priority
nice.
is the laser cannon.
See him.
On Calamari Cruiser.
I have no interest in ruling the galaxy.
Calamari Cruiser
Ion
ready.
cannon available.
Just so they don't become too much of a problem.
Ready for command.
Take him. Attack formation.
Roger that.
They've got him
Form.
targeted.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving.
Awaiting orders.
Moving to destination.
Reinforcements
We're heading out.
cancelled.
Copy.
Enemy unit disabled.
We've lost the primary drive system.
There are fewer Nebulon Bs than there were.
Fire on the
That is not-
generator.
6.1. Stay in attack formation.
Open
Doesn't mean the
fire.
most in the world.
Where are you?
Target confirmed.
Can't take another hit like that.
I've got my approach vector.
Someone cover me. Shields are down.
That's it. Scratch one.
I copy. Reporting.
Attack formation.
Let's go.
Open fire on those laser cannons. We've lost our turbo lasers. Yes, sir. Our target priority is the laser cannons.
I'm under attack.
Yes, Commander.
Shields are down.
Need help.
See, like, my whole thing with living in the Star Wars universe would be that I don't want to blow up, and I'd want to find
That target.
the most ways to not blow up possible. And I feel like becoming a warlord really violates that principle.
Fire at will.
Like, if there's one rule I live my life by, it's that I don't want to blow up.
Our target priority is the laser cannons. Our shield generator is down. Open fire on those
There are
laser
still way
cannons.
too many Nebulon Bs.
Shield generator is down. Priority is the
Ion
laser
cannon
cannons.
available. Ion
Lost the
cannon
primary
firing.
drive
Location
system.
confirmed. Moving out.
Reinforcements
We're on the
en
move.
route.
Cruiser standing by.
I've been hit. I've got one on me.
Okay, I don't know if it's better to just destroy the Empire of the Hand ships right now, or let them,
Our lasers are gone.
Your orders. All fire directed.
because they're probably mostly just attacking me, right?
Gone.
I haven't noticed them destroying that many or not PA, in ships.
On enemy.
Our
Direct
main
fire
shields
with
are
them
out.
laser cannons.
Our primary drive system is out.
Attack position.
That's almost done.
Attack
Our lasers are
position.
gone. Picking up signals.
I can't hold on.
I've been hit.
Okay, you can stay alive, Defender. You are actually attacking
Awaiting
those.
your command.
But this guy's in the middle of our stuff. It needs to go away.
They're on me. Weapons ready. Going for their lasers.
Yes, Commander.
Never ends.
Cruiser responding.
I can't see him.
Where's the cover?
Weapons ready. Directing weapons
There
at
we
their
go.
bases.
Heavy cruisers standing by.
Holding
fire for maximum effect.
Shield generator is down.
It's like most of our fleet gone. I don't know how much they actually have at their other planets,
Ion
though.
cannon available.
The ion cannon has been disabled.
I need help here. Swing around. Can we go around another path?
Yeah, you guys fly away.
All done.
Keep your eyes open.
Moving.
Didn't need you anyways.
Encountering resistance. They're coming around. Should we go around for another path? They've taken out our lasers.
Weapons ready, sir.
2.2 will be released on a Thursday. Not this Thursday, but a Thursday.
Shields are down.
Enemies incoming.
Ion cannon firing.
Target's coming in fast.
Roger.
I'm not seeing any brown on the minimap.
Moving out. We're starting our attack.
Roger
run.
that.
Enemy fighters in
Enemy
range.
target sighted.
So I think,
Enemy has been
yeah, we
defeated.
win. We lost almost everything, but it's a moral victory, really.
Building under construction.
Okay,
Moving out.
we're getting there.
Construction complete. Constructing unit. Construction complete.
What?
Unit in production. Construction complete. Constructing unit. Unit in production.
I mean, there's always more
command.
testing you can do,
Cruiser ready.
but
Construction
Yes.
At your
complete.
command.
if we ever felt on the Thursday night
At your
or on the
command.
Friday night that the mod was finally
Construction
ready,
At
unless it
your
was
command.
still Thursday in a time zone, then
On
we
my
would
way.
just say, well,
At your
let's hold
command.
off until
Construction
Right away.
complete.
next Thursday.
Right away.
Heading out. Mon
But again, you
calamari
can always do more
cruiser
testing.
ready.
Beginning construction.
I don't accept the validity of your hypothetical situation.
Unit in production.
Construction
Mon calamari
complete.
cruiser ready.
Because basically, at a certain point, when development itself stops, you just say
Mon
the testing
calamari
phase is going
cruiser
to go
ready.
from X to X, and then you
Assault
plan out that
Brigadier.
way, and we just have X end on a Thursday. And then if we feel at that point, okay, this is still not ready, then we just say, okay, are we going to do one Thursday from now or two Thursdays from
Mon
now?
calamari cruiser
And
ready.
there you go.
Assault
Vehicle
Brigadier.
in production.
So, and while that sounds like completely stupid and pointless, Thursday is usually the best day to actually release it,
Affirmative.
because
Assault Brigadier.
well, it's right before the weekend, while not still being on the weekend, because it's usually like right overnight that you're going to do it. So it'd be going up on the Thursday night and probably approved and posted on the Friday morning. And if there's any issues that are
Assault Brigadier.
that arise, we have a day to fix it before it cuts people off from being able to play it on the weekend. And it also means that
Heading out.
I can essentially be there fixing whatever needs to be fixed, doing any tech support the entire
Assault
time
Brigadier.
for the entire first 3 days, which is sort of what happened after the Steam Workshop went up, where I spent the entire weekend just looking at that. Alright, so I think we're almost able to go see what's on these other planets.
Right away.
I've been
Tactical
neglecting
battle
our ground
imminent.
stuff. Hold on, I'll get to you in a
Unit
second
in
there,
production.
Mr. Acclamator.
Constructing unit. Constructing unit.
Well, Cypher, each ship has an income or an upkeep cost,
For duty.
and that cost that you're seeing on the income
Enemy
change to the
has been
planet
spotted.
is that upkeep cost for those ships.
Choose your reinforcements.
On my way.
Maneuvering.
Actually, not worth it.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Let's move out. Forward. Heading for
anyone else see
coordinates.
'em?
Consider it done.
Where are you?
Proceeding to location.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Moving out.
Reinforcements
Heading
cancelled.
out.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Fall out.
Take another hit like that.
Ball out. Let's move out.
Help me.
Let's go.
Enemy fighters.
Okay, luckily the people I was going to meet at 7 just asked if we could delay.
I'm under attack.
Rendezvous.
I'm hit. Ready
I
to
lost
come.
engine two.
They're on me.
That's gonna need help.
I've got it targeted.
That's it. Scratch one. Stay in attack formation. Go around for another
God, I need help.
I lost engine two.
My senses are
Alright, so this is going to be a lot of fighters, is the problem.
I'm running out of time.
Yeah, it's,
Anyone else see 'em? Where are you? Losing my engine. Watch your six. Can't take another hit like that.
Weapons operational. Firing.
Form up.
Ready. All
the income on which planet increased?
Getting torn apart.
Watch your six.
Awaiting orders. Directing
And are you sure you're not just seeing, missing the negative sign there?
Incoming.
Well, the Pentastar alignment came to play.
Mon calamari cruiser ready.
Stay in attack formation. No good.
So when it's a negative, it'll show positive -50 or plus -50 or something like that.
Fire with their laser cannon. All craft engaged.
Squad, I need help.
Plus minus X.
All fire on those torpedo
Where
launchers.
are you? I can't take another hit like that.
I think most Zin ships actually launch by Raptors. Or most Zin ships with a hangar.
Watch your six. Try not to let one on your tail. I'm in range.
Form up.
This is kind of terrible.
All power to shield. Destroy their shield. Our engines are out.
Enemy fighters on me.
Shields
We need to get
Enemy
over
fighters
here
incoming.
and not attacked by the...
Waiting orders.
I'm under attack.
They're on me.
See, the PA is just going to ruin this for us.
Laser cannons disabled.
Can't hold on. I've got one on me.
Oh my god. Yeah, there we go.
See him.
I copy. Target the heavy guns.
I don't think we have enough
Reinforcements.
anti-fighter.
cancelled.
Let's move out.
They've got us targeted.
Underway.
Reporting.
Squad, I need help.
Yes, sir.
Well, when you take the fleet away,
Commence
the income will jump back up, so that might be what you saw.
Anyone else see him? Where are you? I can't take another hit like that. Someone cover me.
Our ion cannons are gone. They've taken out our turbo lasers.
Got one on me.
I mean, I had like 8 Rebellion Corvettes, which is why a lot of the Zinj fighters, this is like
The ion cannons have been
a fifth of the fighters that Zinj had.
Our turbo
The problem is all this happy little PA stuff behind us.
Choose your reinforcements.
Go. Our engine is down.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Let's go.
Reinforcements en route.
Cruiser.
Hopefully they'll kill each other. Like if you sirs want to head up here,
Fall out. Ready to commence.
Squadron reporting. It's as good as
or
gone.
yeah,
Closing on
Weapons charged.
let's hit the
Open
station,
fire. Weapons
and then we can sort of
operational.
curve around.
Ready. Let's move out.
Stay in attack formation.
Mon calamari cruiser here. Attack that target.
I also didn't know it'd all be carriers. I was assuming we'd be fighting a lot of Nebulon Bs again. Okay, yeah, see, you guys are now going the correct direction. Thank you for your service.
Command.
You guys can show up in my battles
Open
anytime.
fire on those laser cannons.
I don't know what, I guess this ISD decided this kilometer was like the most important thing in the world, but hey.
Waiting orders.
Roger that. Form up. Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed. Awaiting orders.
Should we go around for another pass?
Weapons armed. Copy.
They have disabled
Attack
our
laser
lasers.
target.
I see, I don't want to have to destroy you, but
Attacking.
Watch your six.
if you're gonna fly at us, then that's gonna happen.
I copy.
It's kind of unfortunate because you were going the correct
Enemy
direction,
fighters on
and then
me.
you stopped.
I'm in range.
I don't get it.
Hold on.
Firing.
It's like you don't even want me to not kill you.
6.1.
All craft.
Well, let's take this out.
Switch pattern.
I believe the plan for the AOTR devs is for them to
All
put
craft.
2.7 on the workshop when it's ready, but I don't think they're gonna upload 2.6 to it.
Destroy their shield generators.
Full throttle.
That's got him.
But we've actually posted full rosters for all 3 of those
Try not
factions,
to let one on your tail.
so I don't know them offhand, but if you look in the news section on Mod Database or the website, thrawnrevenge.com, or I think the link to the Mod Database page is in the description, or just Google Thrawn Revenge Mod Database, that'll bring you there. You should be able to
Choose
find
your reinforcements.
all of the full unit lists.
Orders received.
Decrease to full throttle.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Roger that.
This is one of the backlit maps, and I don't like that. It's so hard to see when you're jumping in or not jumping in.
Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed.
Okay, this ISD has decided to come back to the world of the living.
Got one. Try not to let one on your tail.
Yes, sir.
Go.
Go. Yes, Commander. All fire on those torpedo launchers.
Consider those torpedo launchers gone.
I would like to consider them gone, but they're still there. You didn't make them gone.
I got my prospector. Watch your six. I'll try and draw their fire. I'm in range. Hold on. Watch your six.
Getting close, though.
Get him off me. Loosen up.
Alright, there's what, 5 left? 6 maybe? Maybe 7, maybe 12, 36, 40, 72,
Got one on me.
89?
Those torpedo launchers
Clearly
must
that
be
was all
destroyed.
Enemy sighted.
completely incorrect information.
Decrease to full throttle.
Primary drive
Alright.
system is down.
That ISD has decided it is going to fly towards us again, which is clearly a declaration of war and cannot be tolerated.
All fire on those torpedo launchers.
Targets incoming. That's got him.
Out of all the Clone Wars era Republic ships, which is your favorite? Probably the Venator.
Ready to commence.
I mean, standard answer, but it's also the coolest, so
Open fire.
the reason it became the standard answer.
I'm hit.
Attack that target.
Watch your six.
We should just make all the raid fleets just be transports. So a whole fleet of Gallifreys just shows up. I didn't actually see how many
Assault frigate
how many
here.
acclaimers that was. Okay, what I'm gonna do, and that over here. Let's just
Moving
see.
into position.
Setting course.
Tactical battle imminent.
All right, so there's still a fairly sizable thing.
T4B ready.
Oh, that's actually not a fairly sizable
T2B
fleet.
over.
That's a pretty beatable fleet.
Assault frigate here.
T4B ready.
So we just need to build that up
We're
a
on
little
the
bit.
move.
Unit
T2B
in
over.
The main thing is going to be that.
Constructing
Uh,
unit.
Command. Ready.
A lot of
Unit in
these, because there's
production.
8 acclamators.
Vehicle in production.
At your
And
command.
let's get
Constructing unit.
At your
all these
command.
guys
Unit.
back
Squadron at your command.
Dreadnought.
on the
At your
ground.
Vehicle in production.
At your command. At your command.
Course
At your
plotted.
command. At your command.
Underway.
At your command.
Enlisting.
At your
T2B
command.
Training
over.
soldiers.
I didn't want-
Recruitment
hold on.
missile.
At your command.
Recruiting
At your
troops.
There we
command.
go.
over.
Ready for combat.
Unit
Reporting.
in production.
I think they're at my command.
Ready for combat.
Training
Enlisting
troops.
soldiers.
Ready for
T2B
combat.
over.
Mon calamari cruiser ready.
Adjusting navigator. Reporting.
On my way.
Ready for combat. Reporting.
T2B over.
Reporting.
T2B over. Course.
I have
plotted.
to change my whole stream setup to show my
Adjusting
desktop
navigator.
and
T2B over.
Moving out.
load up the Vong model
On my
that
way.
way, so I don't think I'm going to
T2B
do it.
over.
I might just post a
Course
picture in the
plotted.
Discord. So if you're not in the
Adjusting
Discord,
navigomputer.
just hop into there,
Order confirmed.
T2B
and once we're
over.
ready, I will probably post that picture in there.
T2B over.
Yeah, I think 28 of these is probably good,
T2B over.
but I do want some air units.
Constructing
So.
unit.
And center ping.
Constructing
Do
unit.
need center ping.
Reporting in.
They're slowly building up other stuff. Those jerks.
Reporting in.
Never gave them permission to do that.
Reporting.
Unit in production.
But I think we're actually able to... Yeah, we can get the Patrick Minor battle, and then we'll get Coruscant. Which map are you? You, Cothless. And
Reporting
Graven?
in.
Base Mustafar. Not even new Mustafar. Oh
Moving
well.
to coordinates.
Course plotted.
Mon Calamari cruiser ready.
I think considering how many times we've actually taken some of these planets, I'm just going to auto-resolve the ones that aren't the Mustafar map, because I don't think we've done the Mustafar map. 25?
System control
Really?
achieved.
Oh well.
Right away.
I think we've done the Cothless map a few times in this playthrough already.
Adjusting navicomputer.
Underway.
Mon Calamari cruiser ready.
Course plotted.
No, we don't plan to do the structure tiers.
Unit in production. Beginning construction. Beginning construction. Unit in
Artillery
production.
online.
Constructing unit.
Mon
Constructing unit.
Calamari cruiser
Construction
ready.
complete. Unit in production.
We already have a ton of Lewis stuff operating on the Galactic level,
Construction complete.
and we don't want to make it too heavy because that's a large part of how you get some of the lag
Construction
spikes.
T2B over.
complete.
Artillery online.
Course plotted.
And really, there's not much
T2B
within the
over.
mod that would really
Destination
benefit
received.
from
T2B
having the
over.
tiered structures.
On my way.
T2B over.
Construction complete.
Artillery
T2B
online.
over.
Prefer to keep them separate for that.
T2B over. T2B over. T2B over. Adjusting navicomputer.
My favorite ship from each faction in
Course
ICW.
plotted. T2B
For
over.
the Empire of the
T2B
Hands,
over.
probably the
T2B
Phalanx.
over.
From the New Republic,
Navicomputer.
it might actually be the Assault Frigate.
Right away.
From the Imperial
T2B
factions,
T2B
the
over.
Precursors actually started becoming
T2B over.
one of my favorite units.
T2B
Ever
over.
since I made that.
Course
A lot of the
plotted.
PA stuff is actually pretty good.
Adjusting navicomputer.
Partially because it's newer, and it's
Course plotted.
seen it less than the standard Imperial stuff, so like Precursor, Bellator, Secular, all that kind of thing. Oh yeah, I need to actually get infantry.
Enlisting.
Reporting. Reporting. Reporting.
Destination
Reporting.
acquired.
Reporting.
Reporting?
Right away.
Like, in general though, we do want to reduce the number of building slots on each
Invasion
planet,
commencing.
so that some become a bit more valuable, and also it makes some of the ground battles a little less tedious.
Yes.
We've secured a build
Can
pad
do.
Right away, sir.
Destination received.
at maximum unit capacity. We've
Enemy
secured
unit
an
sighted.
abandoned sensor
Got it.
array.
Engines primed. Torpedoes away.
T4B ready. Heading out. Right away.
I'll follow your lead.
Reporting. Checking
See if
sector.
we can get...
Give me
All right,
Okay,
then.
you guys stop.
We've secured a build pad.
Ready.
moving out.
We're right behind
Blow
you.
up. No, your artillery. You can't shoot. No, none of those hit. None of those hit.
I copy.
You're wasting everyone's time. Oh look, artillery. You can artillery their artillery.
Roger that. Spearheading assault.
Ah, we have
Commence
vision
assault.
and you don't, jerks.
Form up. Ready
We've
for
launched
attack.
a build pad.
Heading out. All out.
We've secured a build pad.
Let's go.
Unit destroyed.
Okay, I'm the jerk now.
Choose your reinforcements.
Adjusting navicomputer.
Yes, sir.
Ready.
Reinforcement count contested.
Okay, you
Moving out.
guys.
Turret
One of these
constructing.
jobbies.
Affirmative.
Can you guys artillery their artillery faster?
Awaiting orders.
Do you
need us, sir. Of course.
Bombing run available. Unit destroyed.
Has it ever been considered to have an auto-create function for certain units limit?
Destroyed.
I don't know what that would specifically mean.
Target locked. Assisting with suppressive fire.
I copy.
Roger that.
Ready to help. Right away.
Form up.
Report. Keep.
Unit
Too much
destroyed.
stuff.
Course plotted.
Unit
Adjusting
destroyed.
navicomputer.
Yes, sir. Where are we headed, sir?
Unit
I
destroyed.
want to capture this.
Confirmed. Acknowledged.
Choose your
Athens, please.
reinforcements.
Right away.
Maximum unit capacity.
D2B over. D2B, copy.
Unit
On it,
destroyed.
sir. I've got him in my sight.
Athens, please.
Charge.
We will fight if we must. Reporting in.
Ready to
Okay,
roll.
Bothans,
Heading
don't
out.
do it
Where am I
then.
needed? Going there now.
Be jerks.
Awaiting your instructions. Moving to that location.
We've lost a build pad. We've secured an abandoned sensor array.
There we go.
Bombers at the ready.
Step
I
one.
got it.
Bombardment available. We've lost a build pad.
Get rid of this one.
We've lost a build pad.
I think these are just light. Yeah, light and barracks.
Armor standing by. Armor ready. Course plotted. Adjusting navicomputer. Weapons ready.
Unit
Targeting
destroyed.
enemy. Target in range. Advancing. Main cannon charge. Attack! Advance!
Unit destroyed.
Forward! Right away. Move it out. Fire!
Hold on, get back here.
Unit
Open
destroyed.
fire!
Get back here.
Unit
Heading out.
destroyed.
Attack that target! Fall out, troops! Attacking
Alright,
target.
Choose
Thought,
your
I forgot that artillery
reinforcements
was there.
Course plotted.
at
Adjusting
maximum unit
navicomputer.
capacity.
Ready to
Really
roll.
hard to actually
Let's
get the
move out.
other
Fire at will.
landing zone on
Let's
this map.
go. Roger that. Keep going. This way.
Garbage in what way?
Over there. On it, sir.
They're all about as fast as each other.
Course
None of them do
plotted.
any damage.
Bombing
Bombers
run
reporting in.
available.
Adjusting
Computers locked on target.
navicomputer. Targeting. Firing. Advancing.
Hey,
Contact.
I've got him in my
blow up.
sight.
More stuff to blow up. Don't let them blow you up.
Charge.
Oh god.
Take him out.
Advance. Weapons ready.
I'm not aware of them. I don't think they're any different.
Forward. Target
Unless they were
in
prior
range.
to 1.1.
Main cannon charge. Attack. Fire.
It's also been a while since I've
Right away.
looked at any of the
Open
Ascendancy stuff. I've just
fire.
been focusing on
Attack that
the
target.
2.2 stuff.
Attacking target.
It's been like
Move
4
it out.
years since the last
Heading
ICW
out.
release, so we didn't want to
Fire at will.
make people wait as long.
Roger that.
Yes, sir.
Form up.
Honestly, I don't like this map at all.
Attacking.
There should be a landing pad, I think, right here. But
Fall out.
this is one of the maps that I was...
Target.
Once we have some of the other maps made that we want,
I've got him in my
it will
sight.
likely not be on any
Awaiting
planets, and it'll
Let's
likely
move
just be
out.
entirely cut.
Cannons charged.
So, eh.
Unit
Weapons ready.
destroyed.
Targeting
There we
enemy.
go.
Has been defeated. Planetary control achieved.
Alright, here we go. The last planet.
Forward.
Tactical battle imminent.
It was like 8 acclamators, a VSD, 6 dreadnoughts, 9 Nebulon Bs, and an immobilizer. Yeah, the thing is there's a bunch of turrets there and units there near that second build pad, or that second landing zone. So you'd never really be able to get the Bothans to take it.
Let's move out. Let's go. Keep going. This way. Over there.
We've got them. Send reinforcements.
Squadron, advance.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's pop up here.
For coordinates.
Moving ahead.
Consider it done. Proceeding to location.
And we'll leave about 40 pop cap open.
Moving into position.
Weapons
Or not 40,
operational.
we'll leave about 15.
Our
Maybe 20.
target priority
So we can
is
drop
laser
in
cannons.
a lot of anti-fighter stuff.
Ready. Attacking target. Mon Calamari cruiser here.
Targeting at maximum firepower. Got one on me.
Choose your reinforcements.
Right away.
Reinforcements cancelled.
Heading out. Fall out. Let's move out. I'm hit. Let's go.
Heading out.
Right away.
Underway. Moving into position.
At maximum unit capacity.
Mon Calamari cruiser ready.
I've lost engine 2.
So just a standard Imperial Remnant.
Ready for command. Keep going. Open fire on those laser cannons.
Raid fleet.
Ready for action. Order confirmed.
Roger that.
There's going to be a few reserves they have, and it looks like it's mostly the acclamators, whichever.
Awaiting orders.
Standing by. Attack. Fire.
Where are you?
So we can actually jump.
We're drawing their fire.
Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so there's like 4
Copy. Shields to maximum.
acclamators that are in reserve. We can destroy them while they're still deploying fighters, pretty much.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Attacking.
under attack. My sensors are malfunctioning. I can't stay out here. I'm hit.
Choose your reinforcements.
Our leaders are inoperable.
Yeah, we've had a pretty high amount of raiders in this whole GC, really.
All craft.
Considering it's a 15% chance, they've been showing up a lot.
Fire.
We've lost our main shields.
Someone cover me.
All
I'm
craft.
Hold on.
Can't see him.
Try not to let one on your
Enemy
tail.
fighters.
Direct fire on the engines. Take out the
My
guns.
engine.
Cruiser standing by.
Enemy
Roger
fighters
that.
incoming.
Attack
I'm
that
in a tight
target.
spot. I'm under attack.
Cruiser responding.
Get the VSD with those guys. Make sure we destroy the rest of the goal in.
We're starting our attack run.
Ready for orders.
Taken out our
I've
turbo
positioned it so that the
charged.
remnant is going to come in on that side of them.
Enemy spotted.
Choose your
Which
reinforcements.
does mean we have to turn around our ships when they come in, but yeah.
Standing by.
My sensors are malfunctioning.
I mean, we can start jumping in over here as well.
Reinforcements cancelled.
We've lost the primary drive system.
I'll wait for the next MC-80B to die, and then we'll bring in Rebel 2.
Out here. I can't take another hit like that. I'm running out of maneuvers.
Weapons operational.
Enemy fighters on me. Enemy fighters
Our
incoming.
ion cannons are gone.
Choose your reinforcements.
I'm under
Fall
attack.
Oh,
out.
that's not Rebel 2.
Let's move out.
There we go. Well, either way.
On my way.
Maximum unit
Made it all right.
capacity.
They're coming around.
I'm hit.
I've been hit.
Ready. On Calamari cruiser here.
Can't see him.
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
Been hit. Keep your eyes open.
Mon Calamari cruiser ready. Ready for command.
Primary drive system is down.
Over there.
I think they got some more units in here from
Roger that.
when we were looking at them before.
Heavy gun.
Watch your six. Where are you?
Form up.
I'm in a tight spot.
Open fire on those laser cannons.
I can't take another hit like that.
Try not to let one on your tail.
Awaiting orders.
Choose your reinforcements.
Moving out.
Cover me. Enemy
Form up.
fighters on me.
Underway. Attacking target.
Enemy fighters incoming.
Drawing their fire.
I copy.
Under attack.
We wouldn't put in friendly raid fleets because that would put too much of
Our target priority is the laser cannon.
that would give too much an advantage to one of the sides. Like the thing with raid fleets as they are is it's just a third side. It's a way to have 3-way battles, and it can help or hurt either side mostly based on positioning, whereas if you just made it so that one side had a bunch of allies show up, then it would be kind of an issue. What wouldn't be impossible is that if on the hard difficulty we made it so that raid fleets could be allied with the non-human player, that would be something we'd consider, so that you're maxed out at 60 pop cap, but there's a potential to be fighting a 70 cap fleet or something like that.
Our engines are down. Weapons charged.
And I think I am just going to post the use on Vong screenshot in the Discord, rather than trying to set up my my OBS thing to show that.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's go. Fire.
Heading out.
Right away.
Need a few more anti-fighter in here.
Let's move out.
Maximum unit capacity.
Weapons operational. Open fire. The engines are our primary target.
Pretty much good though. I mean, there's still a lot of acclamators floating around, but
Attacking target. We've lost the primary drive system. Affirmative.
right now the raiders aren't locked into a pop cap. It's just there's a list of ships and then it'll randomize between those ships. So they can be like you could get five ISDs and then you'd end up with like a, I think that's what, 25 pop cap? No, that'd be 30. So I guess technically it can be anything from 5 to 30 or more depending on the specific type of capital ship available to it. But in the future we want to edit it so that it's based on what's actually in the battle. So have it scale a bit more to the size of the battle that's already going on, rather than just being purely random. So that you wouldn't have like how right now sometimes you'll have raid fleets that are just super ineffectually small. And you can also have raid fleets that are significantly larger than the fleets that are already present. And we kind of want to stop that from being possible. We want to have it so that they're a specific proportion of the battle that's already going on.
Destroy their shield generators. I'm in range. I copy.
And once again, it's mostly just a couple these little Nebulon bees.
Right away.
I'm in range.
On my way.
Alright,
We are victorious.
so more dead patrons. So thank you, patrons, for sacrificing yourself for our victory. That's the end of the space battles we'll have here. And we've got the one last ground battle here. Bring us in for about a 3-hour and 15-minute stream, 3-hour, 20-minute stream. One of the longer ones I've ever done.
Choose your
I didn't expect the IR to attack as much as they actually ended up doing in this one, though.
maximum unit
Form
capacity.
up. Right away. Moving ahead.
We've
Heading out, sir.
secured a build pad.
Awaiting orders.
Get that.
Fall out,
Construction
troops.
complete.
Let's move out. Inbound. Let's go. Keep going.
No.
This way. Standing by. Copy. Copy. Over there.
Spread out, man.
Copy. Let's go. Target
Our
in
OP
range.
stun cannons.
Main cannon charge. Attack. Fire.
Definitely getting those
Open
removed.
fire. Attack that target.
Maybe put them on a different faction later.
Reporting.
I'd rather keep the NR having the standard options.
Ready to go.
Choose your reinforcements.
Adjusting
At
navigator.
maximum unit capacity.
No, Jeffrey, I won't be doing any multiplayer
Yes,
games
sir.
tonight.
Keep going.
I'm going to do a separate stream for those,
This way.
maybe next week.
Over there. T2B over. On it, sir. Course plotted. Commander, Scouting location.
T2B, copy. I copy. Adjusting navicomputer.
I don't think we'd ever add a different type of, like a second type of
Advancing.
turbo laser tower style thing, because it would mean going through all 130 some odd maps and adding more markers,
Heading out.
which would be
Fall out, troops.
very annoying.
Bombing run available.
Let's move out. Let's go. Keep going. This way. Over there. On it, sir. Targeting. Course plotted. Adjusting navicomputer.
Right. It's just two structures they have.
Unit destroyed.
Firing.
I may as well bombing run here.
Advancing.
Computer's locked on target.
Advance.
Unit
I've got him in my
destroyed.
sight.
I've got my approach
Ready,
vector.
sir. Executing flight.
No, I mean like the giant turbo laser towers having
Copy that.
other kind of structures that are placed on the map like that.
Forward. Right away. Weapons ready. Targeting enemy.
Oh, the other building is just
Moving out. Target
I could have swore there was only 2 ground slots.
cannons charged.
I guess they started with more than that on the planet,
Going in.
because the map definitely has markers for it, but
Bombardment
Moving to
available.
coordinates.
Providing
Ground
backup.
target locked. Roger that. Right away. Moving out.
Back up here.
Heading out.
Providing cover.
Ready for attack.
Unit destroyed.
Heading out. Fall out, troops. Attack!
still some Mustafarians running around.
Let's move out. Let's go. Keep going. This way.
Bombing run available.
Fire!
Y-wing here.
Open fire!
And I think these are the last 2 things we gotta kill.
Target. Over there.
I've got my
The
approach
enemy
vector.
has been
All right.
defeated.
Well, we've already got the Empire of the Hand that has the Brask. And with the New Republic, they'll have the XQ platform, but I don't think we're going to do one for the Imperials. I don't want to design another one. They've
Planetary
also
control
got a lot of things
achieved.
that give a ton of fighters. So I think we're going to keep that as just an Imperial or an Empire of the Hand and New Republic thing. And maybe for some of the other factions in the future, maybe the Hapens or something, maybe give them the XQ as well. But I don't think we're going to give them to the other the Imperials. The Corvettes are bigger in the base game because a lot of scale is off in the base game. Just in general. Alright, well, unfortunately, that is all we can do in the GC currently. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thanks for watching the whole series, anyone who made it this far. And especially thanks to the patrons who got their ship names in. I'm going to be posting the post with all the Pentastar alignment ship names fairly soon. I might do another video for that as well, letting people know what's going on with that. We are going to have the Art of War as presumably the Pentastar alignment because the poll, like, they're significantly ahead. That won't be starting for 2, maybe 3 weeks because there's a lot of work that I'll have to do to get everything ready for that. But that will be coming fairly soon in that range there. And until then, we're going to be doing stuff like maybe a couple modding 101 videos, maybe a stream with some mod work, some survival maps, maybe a skirmish, some videos of skirmish matches between the team. But I have not eaten all day. So that's what I'm going to go do right now. I am going to post a picture of that Vong model in the Discord. So if you look in the description for the stream here, you'll see a link to the Discord if you're not in that already. There's some channels for the YouTube channel. There's some channels for Thrawn's Revenge, as well as Gull and Bane stuff, our partners on the Discord there, and Stellar Parallax, which is Star Trek Armada 3. But that is going to do it for tonight, so thanks again for coming, everyone. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Yeah, so I'll be in the Discord for a while, but that's going to do it. See you next time.